guys are going to go ahead and start your adventure in the land of Toivoa, specifically up here in the town of Nausha, which is a wonderful port town. Uh, they just recently did a rebuild and are currently recovering from a war with the country to the south known as Corlin, which you guys may or may not have been from if you're a certain centaur. Um, Nausha has a lot of boat traffic that comes in. They deal with spices, textiles, a lot of agriculture import and export, along with some spices, a variety of goods that come in, along with people and adventurers. So, as you guys have arrived here in the town, you came here because it's a good town to adventure in. There's several adventuring guilds, the two most prominent being the Blue Cloaks and the Longstriders Consortium. There are a very limited number of guards in the town, as the government is still in the process of being reworked. And so the governmental presence is exceedingly low, and it is highly encouraged that you be armed at all times. As you guys are walking along, you'll notice that even the children have little knives on their belts. So
I don't
it
think they're
is,
supposed to have those.
yeah, it's kind of a Wild West like town where the law is made by those who can enforce it.
Okay.
So, welcome to the town of Nausha. As you guys arrive, some of you may or may not know each other, as you guys agreed beforehand. You guys will have an opportunity now to figure out where you guys are and what you're doing this morning in this town. And we're going to figure out who's with who. So I'm going to just go down the list here. Saphira, where would you be, and would you be with somebody?
Sapphira would. I don't know if she would be with anybody right now, but I think she's spending the morning going around to shops and just kind of casually chatting up shopkeepers about uh, where they're importing their goods from, what ships they might be on.
Okay,
Just saving that information for later.
cool. Let's get you to do an investigation check, please. Okay, that's very poor. For the first roll of the campaign, this is not the way you want to run this. All right. So, Bryn, where would you be this morning?
Bryn would probably be looking for work, since he is a probably not very well off college dropout. So I might be in a tavern trying to hear about, since we're in kind of like a Wild West type place. The kind of work I'd be looking for might be, I might be trying to like pick up leads in a tavern, or if there's some kind of marketplace or town square.
Okay.
I'll leave that up to the DM's discretion.
As you're looking for a job, there's a couple postings that are very prominent. There's a new fight club that is going to be starting up here in Nausha, and the Longstriders Consortium is hiring for positions.
Interesting. That sounds like something I should probably check out. I'm not much of a fighter, but I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. And even if they're not looking for, even if I'm not the kind of person they want to put in a ring, maybe they'd put me in on security for crowd control or something. So yeah, I'd like to check that out.
Okay. The interviews start at 10 a.m., and so
Okay.
you've got about an hour and a half before you need to be over in that general vicinity.
All right. In that case, probably make sure I'm stocked up on whatever I need for the day. Just make sure I have a little food tucked away in my pocket. It occurs to me maybe I should pick up some kind of medical supplies that I can't really afford. So instead, I'm just gonna go in and hope that I don't get the shit kicked out of me.
Cool. Cristal latte. Or how are we pronouncing this?
Crystal latte. How close is Nosha to what's the name of the country where the centaurs are from that they're at war with?
Portland, and we're going to go ahead and show you the map because it's fun to show off the map. Nausha is here. Oh, let me get the other layer. So Nausha's up here, and Corlin is this entire area down here. The wide plains is generally where the centaurs would be based off of because centaurs like plains. But it's about 200 miles away. So it's quite a long trip by foot. By sea, it's a little longer, but not quite as long in duration to get there. So you probably came down the Phantom Run, which is this river right here, which is known to house a lot of river pirates, specifically of the halfling variety, which is weird, but hey, pygmies are a thing. So, but yeah, you guys are currently here in Nausha.
So she's familiar with. She's from a port city, so she's familiar with kind of how it runs, and she's not from Nausha though. So she's going to be keeping to kind of the outside of the city because she's unsure of people's attitude, like towards centaurs in general. But she's low on supplies, and so she's going to need to brave coming into the town at some point.
Okay. Cool. And then we have Ruzid.
Actually, I think I'm going to delegate to Justin first.
Okay.
Yes.
Justin with a Y.
So I can't speak for specifically Ruzid and Tati, but I know right now Coin, my character, is around the town observing, seeing where money can be made right now.
Okay.
And presuming if Tati or Ruzid are involved with that, we may be looking for some form of opportunity somewhere.
Okay. You will also see the signs for the fight club that's starting up. Positions are available for management, bouncers, bartenders, and other duties as assigned.
Okay. So it's a fight club?
Yeah.
Huh. All right. My character will investigate that, look into it.
The appointments are supposed to be at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Longstriders Consortium.
So you said there was a management position?
There is a management position according to the posting.
Okay. So my Coin is curiously going to see how he can get involved in this, not necessarily by fighting, but maybe a back-end management or investment or some form of, I could see some money being made here.
Okay. As you're looking at the posting, Coin, Saphira, Bryn, and Crystal, as you wander into town, someone hands you a scroll and runs away. The rest of you, this person bumped into you, slipped it into your hand, and disappeared into the crowd. You can find that scroll up at the top right-hand side of your in Roll20. If you'd like to go up there, you can see the journal, and in the handouts, you can find a mysterious note.
Can you repeat that, please?
In Roll20.
Yep.
Up at the top right-hand side, you have the journal next to the chat button. In Roll20, not D&D Beyond.
I'm in Roll20. I'm that is the journal. Okay.
The little newspaper, right?
Yeah, I'm on the
newspaper.
newspaper.
Characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in there, you should have handouts.
I have characters, character sheets, attributes and abilities.
And there we go.
There we go. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. You should see the mysterious note in the handouts.
Was this just handed to Bryn, or?
This would have been handed to Bryn individually. Saphira would have had one handed to her. Coin would have gotten one for his group of 3 people. Crystal, someone just ran up to you, gave it to you out of the clear blue as everyone else is actively avoiding your presence. It's really weird that the one person ran up to you as everyone else is staying 15 feet away.
All right. Well, having read my mysterious note, I don't think that changes my plans for the immediate future because I'm still looking for a job at 10 o'clock, at the Longstriders Consortium.
Awesome. All right. So, is there any preparations you guys want to do before heading in that general direction? I know that Saphir is doing investigation on ships and stuff.
Have we gotten a fill in on what Ruzid and Tati are doing? Are we as a group moving around right now, or are you split off and doing your own thing?
Ruzid and Tati, are you sticking with Coin, or are you guys off doing your own thing?
Yeah. When Coin saw like the sign with the fighting pit, Ruzid would actually say some things to them. Back when they were looking at the sign, he'd say, "A fighting pit. That sounds perfect for me. I used to be in the fighting pits back when I was in the tribe before Risi saved my scales. Seems like a good opportunity, Coin."
Did you win often?
Of course.
Okay.
There's a reason I was second in line.
Like enough if I bet on you, I would get it back, or
Yes, just make sure to rig the matches.
I don't think I can rig a match like that. I don't want to.
Well, I mean, if you're the manager, you could just make the matches, a little easier.
What, you want me to sandbag you? You want me to put you up against someone half your weight?
I mean, it's just...
You think about that for a second, Coin. Nobody is half Ruzid's weight. Because they wouldn't exist at that point. They'd either have to be a gnome or something else.
Jeez.
I mean, if you're thinking about putting me up against a fairy, I think that's the only person that would be half my weight, Coin.
You're talking as if I'm already the manager. I've put in my application. I don't even know if I have the job yet.
Oh, you got this.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to make it hard for you if I can, but...
So as
That's good
Coin and Ruzid finagle plans to rig the matches at the Fight Club and make their way in that general direction for the interviews, Tati, what are you doing? You're being muted, which is what you're doing.
We got one. We got one today.
I am following along roughly within earshot. I'm not paying a ton of attention because I am caught up with the food carts and the road.
Okay.
And just... Actually, can I just get like a handful of like whatever's on a stick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd just like to like...
How many corn on the cob do you want?
Corn on the... all right.
Yeah, just been sitting in the sun.
The roasted corn.
Yeah.
They have caramelized corn. They have candied corn. They have buttered corn. They have peppered corn. What do you want?
I will grab like...
I can go Bubba Gump on corn. Okay, just
I'm gonna a variety of corn on the cob flavors and run to catch up and be like, Master Coin, for real, like, this is food, right? Like real food that we're supposed to eat?
Coin looks at it. Is it real corn on the cob food?
Yeah, it's hot. It's steaming.
It smells like food.
Yeah.
Yes, you can eat the corn on the cob, Tati.
I mean, if you want me to take a bite first to check if he's safe, I can do that.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Did the guy selling you say it's not food? Why are you asking me this?
Well, no, it smells like food. It's just like it's out on the street, though.
You can
Like,
never
just-
trust.
Like,
It wasn't on the
dust.
floor. What do you mean it's on the street? Did
Just
some?
like being sold from
Was
a
it in a
cot.
stall?
All I have to say is you can never trust what the tall people give you. That's all I have to say.
I
And you
just,
guys
don't.
look
I'm
at
not
her,
eating that if it
she's
came
got
from
them
a
by the
bin.
husks. She's just got these corn on the cob by the husks dangling there, and she's got 6 of them. By the way, you're out 6 copper pieces.
Ruzi kind of
I don't know if
takes
that was a good deal.
takes one of his like talons and kind of points, like takes his pointer finger out and
Yeah.
and stabs a few pieces of corn with it, and then just kind of slurps it off.
Please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go. 24.
Awesome. Yeah, that stuff's delicious. You're
It
used to
tastes
the heat.
amazing.
Yeah, you taste it. It would be hot for most people, but for you, just right.
Absolutely the best.
Coin will eat one as well if it's being offered.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw from you. Just need me to 5. Okay. It's hot. It burned the roof of your mouth, but you're okay.
I'm just gonna look to my
seems
left and my
fresh to
right.
me.
Like, I think both of my companions are shorter than me.
Yes,
Definitely at least one.
One's knee high and the other's knee high to a human. Okay.
Little scrumpkins.
I feel like my bodyguards have fully tasted the menu items, and it feels safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat some.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please. Did you pick which one you decide to eat from?
Is there one that smells spicy?
Yes.
I chose that one.
Okay. You're perfectly fine. It's got a nice kick right at the back of your throat, but yeah, it's the Cajun style roasted corn.
Nice.
This doesn't taste anything like corn, but I think I like it.
Mine did. Tasted good.
It just tastes
tasted like
fiery
corn.
and delicious.
I think I almost choked on it, but it was
I'm
good.
sorry, did you say leeches? It tastes like leeches?
No, fiery, hot.
Yes, it did taste hot.
Oh, whoops.
As Ruzin bangs his chest to exhale.
It just like puffs out like a little bit of smoke, but it's not.
Take it
Not
easy, buddy. It's a
years.
lunch break.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
So
did
as
you
you
guys line
guys
up a way to
choose-
go yet?
Well, we heard about this fight pit. I don't know if it's a pit or a stage. Either way,
Yeah, I'll kick whoever's in the pizza ass and get some gold.
All right, you dare me to?
Dare you? I mean, you can join me if you want.
Eric, do we know if you can place bets on these fights, or like is there
How could you not?
You have
You
no
better.
idea. All you know is there's a fight club that's hiring.
Coin, if there's no bets, it's not a fight club.
I
think
feel
there
like
is.
it's not a fight club if there aren't bets.
At this point, a goblin walks up past you, Ruzid, elbows you. Out of the way! Out of the way! Let your betters pass.
I'm gonna draw a blade.
What's this all about?
Just get in between Rusid and this dude.
What's this guy's fucking deal?
You got a
You wanna
problem?
fight?
Y'all are rude. Out of the way! Out of the way! Let me through.
Run off, goblin. I
You
shout
just
and
talk
goblin.
down to us, and you're.
Yeah, run away, you
Is
coward.
he taller than us?
He's about the same size as Ruzid. He is taller than you are.
You're talking. You can't talk down to him. You talk directly.
Vac talks to who he wants.
Back talks more politely if he wants to keep his tongue.
You should try not talking.
A quiet
looks at
goblin
you
is
guys.
a live goblin.
Please roll an intimidate check, Tati.
That's probably my best.
Can I be
skill.
assisting?
You can totally assist, sure. So with advantage, Tati rolls intimidate. Trying to intimidate Vac the Goblin.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
Vac the Goblin does not need to roll.
Mm.
Vac the Goblin is not impressed by Tati, Ruzid, and Coin. Vac the Goblin turns. Amateurs. Gotta find some real adventurers. Yeah. Where's that dragon? And he wanders off.
Is there a dragon in town?
There is not. You do not see any dragons in town.
That would be awkward.
Don't worry, Mr. Coin. I think that one was just a little insane. He looks like he's just mumbling in his thoughts.
Yeah, I didn't like his vibe. I mean, if there was a dragon, it would explain why all these kids are armed.
Well, I mean, I'm part dragon.
I don't think you're why they're armed, Rizid.
I mean, I hope they're not after me. And Rizzy kind of gives like a look.
They're not.
At this point, one of the most glorious sights you guys have ever seen wanders up the street. There is a white centaur looking a little lost in town, and everyone is giving her a good 15-foot berth.
Guys, check out the centaur.
That thing is like 5 times my height.
It's like a proper. Hey, shit! I think I know that one.
Coin,
Off
was
to
this
the
what
right,
you were
Crystal.
envisioning when you were thinking about who I was going to be fighting in the ring? I sure hope not.
Coin looks around, sees the centaur, and he's like, "We need to find a jabroni. I don't think you're going to beat them."
You might be right about that one.
As you look to the right, you see one of your friends, not friends, but acquaintances from school. Someone who you knew their name and not exactly hung out with. Maybe a slight rivalry there. But she's hanging out with what looks like a frog and a miniature dragonling.
For sure, my people.
And
Holding the note.
they're all holding ears of corn.
We don't look anything like tourists.
Holding like the note that I was given.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, you're holding the note. What else?
Oh, I was asking, like, is this after they've given me the note?
They didn't give you the note. Someone else did.
Oh, yeah. Crystal's gonna walk. She's gonna walk straight past him, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you! I'm not even surprised."
Man, no wonder you dropped out.
Hey, Crystal, hey!
I'm gonna keep walking like she didn't hear her.
Hey, Crystal latte! Like the drink, right?
As she just ignores
She's always
you
been a
and
little
keeps
bit hard of
walking.
hearing, guys. I'm sure it's her. She's always been just like a little bit deaf.
I mean,
Dad, hi. It was like Tara, right? Tara.
Tati.
Oh, right. Hi. So nice to see you.
Man, you weren't even close.
It's hard for some people to pick up Elven tongue languages, you know. The names don't come naturally to their mouths.
Tati, you know this one?
What?
Yeah, this is Crystal Latte. She's real lost. Like, real lost.
Well, I mean, they kind of are like a fish out of water, you know?
Yeah, or like a horse person in water.
Did
You
you
need
see
a
someone
map?
run past
I can help
here?
you
I've
find-
just been looking. Did you see someone run past? They just handed me this. I'm just looking for them. Obviously, it was a mistake.
Coin
Was
holds
it the
up.
goblin?
Huh? Goblin.
Was it the
There's
goblin
goblins
you're
in the
looking
town?
for? There's like
They're
so
handing
many.
out goblin propaganda. That's what it must be.
What is that you're holding?
I'm going to hand her the note for her to read.
Okay. You are handed a note to read. As Ray
Rosie's
begins
kind of,
to
like,
get ready.
Rosie is trying to like jump
am I
up,
reading?
like kind of peek over to see what the note is.
Ruzid Coin pulls out the note he got and he shows it to Ruse. And he's like, I don't think it's Goblin Slayer. I think it's just an RSVP.
Oh, is it the
Says,
same note?
meet
They have
me
the same note?
at the Long Striders Consortium in Nausha, Redstone. Hey, that's where
Right.
we are. I've got a gig for you that could be your big break. Oh, well, congratulations, Crystal. You going into, like, theater?
No, obviously not. However, I don't know. He just like handed it to me and then he just like ran away, and I'm not who he's looking for. So like
Is it like a big break? Like breaking things?
I don't need my bank broken. I'm curious what this means though.
11:30 a.m. outside the front door. Don't be late. You can
What time-
trust the people there.
What time is it now, Eric?
About 9:30.
It's about 9:30.
I got
It
one job
says-
on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Don't
gonna
tell
look
them I sent you, and be sure to burn this note. Natch, Larry Lee. Ooh, I feel like maybe I wasn't supposed to have read that.
Coin's gonna
Do you
say
need a
to like
match?
everyone, he's like, well, we're looking for work. Could be something.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Mr.
mean,
Coin, you
whatever.
got one too. Like exactly the same.
Where are you going?
The
To the
three of them
Long
look
Striders
completely confused.
Consortium.
Well, I guess that's where we're
And
going
now
now.
show Reston.
Coin's gonna
mean-
point to the centaur. It's like, Centaur, you go into this RSVP letter.
I mean, I guess if that's where everyone else is going to be, then it's fine.
Well, I mean, if it's a guaranteed gig versus like a probably getting a gig, I mean, I'll take the guaranteed one.
Coin's gonna whisper to
Okay.
Ruse, they're gonna split the payout more.
As
All right.
you guys are discussing this, Bryn and Sapphira, which one is it?
Sapphira.
Sapphira. Okay. Can I get perception checks from the two of you, please?
Certainly.
Because right now you have a centaur talking to a elf and two reptilians.
Amphibian.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Amphibian, fine.
I'm not
Amphibians.
amphibious.
Okay, so Sapphira is completely clueless as to what's going on anywhere around her. However, Bryn, you will hear
Minus
mention
2?
of a note.
You're
Yeah,
a
minus
rogue
2.
with a
This is gonna be
-2
great.
perception. You're gonna walk into every trap, Sapphira.
Just a quick side note. It looks like some people are rolling with advantage or disadvantage. Is there a way to trigger that in
Yes, shift and control.
shift and control? Okay.
Yep. Hit
Oh,
shift
I
and
see.
sh-
That's cool.
Yeah.
It changes into a plus and a minus, and that means advantage and disadvantage. Excellent. Okay. So I observed that a few other people seem to be talking about some kind of note. Bryn looks back at the note that he's read, and it says very clearly, "Don't tell them I sent you, and be sure to burn this note." So Bryn tries to find a small, secluded place where just like a little alleyway where nobody is, and
Okay.
on the ground, Bryn uses prestidigitation to light a small campfire in preparation to burn the note. But then he thinks better of it. Back at his So Bryn has the Silver Quill student background,
Mhm.
and while Silver Quill College may not specifically exist in this particular
Mhm.
in this particular universe, the college he went to and did not enjoy was a very sort of cutthroat, backstabbing experience, and he decides
Known
that
as Cornell.
one thing that he learned
Hey,
one thing that I learned in college was always keep the receipts. And so instead, Bryn lights a small campfire, and then he thinks better of it, and he takes out in my inventory. I have a book of it's described as a book of poetry, and
Okay.
as part of my student background, I'm just going to
Uh-huh.
fold up the note and stick it between the pages of the book.
Okay.
Just in the middle where it's completely invisible unless you
Sure.
were to flip through the book. I'll
Okay.
extinguish my campfire and by now it's probably approaching 10 o'clock, so I'll be looking for the Long Strider Consortium because it's
Okay.
important to show up on time if you're appearing at a job interview. So I'd like to impress the potential boss by showing up 5 to 10 minutes early.
Sure. All right. And as the rest of you, other than Sapphira, who we're going to have to get back to Sapphira. Sapphira's shopping. So the four of you, what do you guys want to do at this point? Because as you guys are walking along, mentioned the Long Striders Consortium, there's a building down the way that's a line forming. It's at least 30 people long.
You think it's more corns on sticks?
Am I in this line?
Yes, you are in the
Okay.
line.
Are corns on sticks that popular?
They weren't when I picked them up, but like
Did you
it
have
was
did,
really good, right?
I mean, it
did
was
you have to
really
wait
good.
in that line to get those?
No,
I sure
I
hope
got
not.
mine on a couple streets that way.
Okay, then it's probably not the same one.
Maybe it's even better.
Maybe it's even better.
Maybe.
Crystal, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please? It's going to be on the left-hand side where the saving throws are.
Am I looking at D&D?
In
Beyond?
D&D Beyond? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
D&D Beyond, on the left-hand side, you should have a section that has all your little stats. The far left-hand side
Oh,
there.
yep. I got it.
You just click on Wisdom. There we go. All right, with a 20, you are not tempted by their corn that they are trying to make out to be awesome.
Are they in
After all,
line
that's
for
beneath you.
corn, or they think they're in line for corn?
We're discussing whether
not
this line is
sure?
for another corn stall.
Crystal
something
knows that you
better.
guys are in line for the job thing,
I mean, Coin, you're
and
like
knows
the,
that you guys are clueless.
I mean, you're
It's
like the
like being at
economic.
Disneyland, and the people think they're in line for Dumbo, but they're out actually in there for Mr. Toad's
The
Wild Ride.
bathroom. It's the bathroom.
Yeah, it's the line for the bathroom. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think Crystal's gonna look down, and she has now noticed that there were 3 people, and it wasn't just Tati. And
Yeah,
she's
we're
gonna
pretty
see
short.
Coin, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's so cute! You have a little dog."
Oh my god, you're so long face.
so tall.
I don't it's a horse. I don't
Tall is dangerous.
Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means, but what's his name? She's gonna act like he's a pet, not a person.
Coin's gonna flip the coin because he has a little coin in his mouth, sort of like a cigarette. He's gonna just flip it in his hand and say nothing, just like with sort of darted, like frustrated eyes.
Crystal Latte, can I introduce you to my
Heads.
master Coin? He is my boss at the moment, and this is Ruzid. He is our companion, looking for some work together.
Yeah, I'm tough. I'm a good bodyguard, right?
So you like work for him? You like work for the frog?
Yeah.
Well, we call him Master Coin or Coin.
He's the
He
coin
likes to go
master.
by.
You need stuff done. You gotta have people for stuff.
Had to have
No.
some work when I left, you know.
You know, Coin, I'm usually not the one for financial advice, but I think there's a gap in the market here with the corn market. I mean, look how many people are out there waiting to buy corn.
It was pretty
Imagine
good
if you opened
coin.
up your own corn shop.
I'm not. Man, I could probably go buy that corn shop and take half its profits. I'm not going to start my own corn stall.
But I mean, same thing.
Tati, where did you find that corn stall? Actually,
About like 2 streets back near the corner.
all right. Was it looking pretty well run? Was it kind of run down? You know, like maybe they'd be looking for
I wasn't sure it was a shop. It looked like maybe somebody had left part of their cart out in the rain.
Wait, you
and-
just took
Wait, you
someone's
just
corn?
took
I
it?
thought you bought this.
Score.
No, it's 6 coppers.
Oh,
You left 6 copper, but there wasn't anyone there.
what the hell? You should have just taken it.
That would, I mean,
Is it
Hey.
like magic corn? I'm confused.
It's magically
It might be.
delicious.
Coin just like nods his head to that, like.
Well, somebody went through the effort of putting the corn on the cart. I thought probably they deserved a little something for the effort.
Wait,
Especially
so
since I
there,
was-
so there isn't a corn cob stall then? So we could open one.
Yes.
Was
So
there
the
any more?
passion that
Was
you've
there any
got-
more corn there?
Well, I mean, it
Yes.
could just be passive income, you know? We go take this mission, but we have the corn stall set up on the side.
It's something. I feel like it's going to be hard to harvest and sell corn when none of us have a farm, and also we're all going to be moving a lot. I don't. Which one of us is going to run this stall? I don't understand where you're going with this.
I don't know any plan. You're the one who comes up with the plans, Coin.
Okay, here's a plan. That long line that we saw about 2 minutes ago before this discussion. Let's just go over there.
Okay, I like
in
that
that
plan.
line.
Oh, are we?
the line's formed around.
We were in the line the whole time while we were talking. That
Oh,
was like
wow,
passing
that
the
is a long
time.
queue. Coin's going to like peer his head around and see how far back we are, how long the line is.
The line moved on without you during your discussion, and it's at this point that Sapphira will find the line as they've just kind of wandered into it and this discussion.
Well, you could always import the corn, right? Find yourself a supplier.
That's true.
Business
Well, we-
minded. I like
Yeah.
that.
We
If
still
the
have to
price is
find like
right.
a local to sell it though.
Just set up a shop.
Isn't this the line where we like have a job?
Is this like the I already put in an application today. I don't even know that. Coin looks at Saphir and he's like, "Are you from here? Do you know any locals that could run this corn stall?"
She
Not,
is not from here.
nah, I'm from far away. Tati, is that you?
You know, Tati, you have a lot of friends.
No kidding.
I wish I
Who
did.
wouldn't want to be a friend?
As you say, who wouldn't want to be a friend? You hear, out of the way, peasants. Oi, there you are. Halt, right where you're at. And you hear this from behind you. And as you turn, you see a few figures standing there. Okay. Now,
Oh. Nice,
you must
nice
be
armor.
Sapphira Bryn, Crystal Latte,
Okay, I'm not
Rizin,
hearing
Tati,
this.
and Coin. Are you
know my
not?
name?
I know your
Yeah.
name. We know you're wanted for crimes. Come with us.
Excuse me, crimes
What crimes?
Crimes, yes.
such as
Excuse you. I
Thievery.
haven't done anything.
No talking. You know I am Sancho Cervantes. I am taking you into custody. We have
Wait,
warrants for your
so-
arrest.
the only crime here is that
Cervantes?
handlebar mustache.
You better
Yeah,
have enough to pay for
Sancho.
bail.
How dare you? Vegio! Vegio! He insulted the mustache! Huh? How dare you, sir? I
Sensitive.
have not insulted your horrid, leathery.
You just
squat
accused
appearance.
me of crimes. I don't even know who you are.
I
Yeah,
Fan of
am
this whole
probably-
taxation. I mean, don't you have
Cervantes of Bourbon.
I knew it.
These are my
I knew you looked
associates.
familiar for a reason.
Oh, you're an alcoholic. That explains it. Here's it says turn into
You,
everybody.
are
I
you
am
related
no
to
alcoholic.
Leandro?
How do you know Leandro?
I get around places.
I'm sure you do, criminal scum. Come with us. We take you to prison.
May I see your warrant, please?
You.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm quite certain that I haven't committed any crimes.
Sancho Cervantes pulls out a piece of paper. And on the piece of paper is a picture of each of you with a reward listed down below. The tall Haragon, the rabbit person back there, also pulls out a piece of paper with all 6 of your pictures on it and a reward listed at the bottom. and the gentleman in the black stands there impassively, saying nothing, doing nothing, just looking impressive.
While Brent's talking, can I just kind of like lean back to Sapphira? Just be like, hey man, those shoes look real kicking. But have you seen the ones that my master coin got me? Check them out. They're like extra layers between me and the road. I'm so comfortable.
Coin's going to reply to these guys like, I don't even know half of these people. I'm
Poppycock,
assistant
you
does,
robbed
but I
the
don't.
buildings and you robbed the peoples. You are coming with us to the jails. Go ahead, make your way.
Can I
We
try to
not
snatch
you.
the paper out of the rabbit's hand?
Out
And
of
at the
his
sa-
hand. Okay.
And at the same time, I'm going for the one in Sancho's hand.
You're going for the one in
Crystal-
Sancho's hand. Okay.
Crystal's gonna come up to Sancho's and she's gonna say, "Your armor is cheap, and you picked a bad picture of me. Okay, so you can turn around and go
My
right back
armor
where
is
you came
not
from."
cheap.
Well-
I paid more than you have ever imagined of having for my armor.
As Ruzit sees Toddy and Saphira going for like the papers, he says, "Oh, look, it's another thief right over there. He's running away with like money or something."
Sancho turns and looks. No wisdom save, no attempt to save on that one whatsoever. All right.
As soon as he turns around, I just start sprinting away and just shove past everybody. I'm just
As
gone.
you do so, this person here, the person in the white hair,
I think that guy did steal
one word.
something.
That person whispers one word. Halt. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Don't listen to that guy.
All right. Is there anything I can do that makes this is this a save against being charmed?
No. Command is not a charm.
Very well. Is there anything else I can pull out of my hat here? It doesn't look like it. I'll just roll the wisdom save.
Okay.
Welcome to
Oh wait,
level
that's not
1.
it. There we go.
Let me get his wisdom saving throw because
That's going to be a 15 to save.
all right,
for
his
Bryn.
spell save DC right now is a 16, so you just barely failed it. So as he says halt, for just a moment, you have this desire to keep moving, but your feet don't move. And then you hear a second voice, that of a little boy, about 10 years old. Sit. Make a second wisdom saving throw.
Me a second one. All right.
Yes, please.
Do better. Do better. No, that's
Nope. That's No
Quite
luck.
unwise.
As my daughter likes to say, you sit down, crisscross applesauce.
Well, this is a problem.
Okay.
All right. For the record, my character is not aware that he's committed any crimes, and he thinks that given that there's generally no active law enforcement in the area, this is definitely some kind of scam. To like, he's gonna these guys are, as far as I'm concerned, these guys are like straight up kidnapping us, and I'm trying to get away.
That's out of character for sure.
Corn's gonna say to these guys, if I had the money from robbing people, you think I'd be eating corn we found in someone's Oh shit, I think we he says it quietly, turning to Toddy and Ruzit. I think we did.
Why would you say that?
I didn't.
At which point
She left. We left
turns,
money. We left.
You cannot deceive me with other things. You have stolen. You must go to prison. Come with us. Come with us.
Name
Hey,
3 other things we
a
stole.
snatch for the papers?
Okay. Yes, the snatch for the papers. I need. Who's stealing it from the bunny? The rabbit.
Me.
I apologize. Okay. Need your athletics check. Got to beat a.
Not a sleight of hand check? Just like a
Sleight of
quick
hand check.
grab?
Sure. He's got an advantage on that, so you got to beat a 19 with your sleight of hand check.
Rude.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh.
you snatch the paper away from him.
Nice.
As you quickly glance at it due to your sleight of hand check, the reward is insultingly low. You are currently worth a grand total of 60 gold pieces across the entire party.
Damn.
Can I
What's it say? How much are we going for?
my next move is going to be to grab Coin
What?
and try to run.
Okay. Before that, who was grabbing the one from Sancho?
Me.
Don't leave without me.
Okay. Need your sleight of hand check. Got to beat a 22 or 23. Wow, you did not beat the 23 with the 22. Sancho holds his. Ha! Evildoer, you would have stolen my papers. I see. You thieving is in your blood. Come with us. Come with us. You halt. Do not run with that frog.
Oh,
I'm
no, look
following
at that.
Tati.
Oh, you are not
Me too.
frog.
He's
You are drunk.
attempting to bolt with Toddy, and
Frog.
Ruze's
My
worst
apologies,
nightmare is being in
Sir
prison.
Grung. I thought you were a pet. Come, Sir Grung. Let's incarcerate you as well as the rest of these evildoers.
So, what's going on right now? Are we being?
They
Yeah,
are
we-
not handcuffing you currently, but you are currently surrounded by 7 people.
7.
Hmm.
How tall is the tallest person in this?
The Haragon there is, without the ears, is 5'8". With the
Coin's
ears,
gonna-
he seems about 6'7".
Coin's gonna say to Tati, like, I can jump over these guys, but I don't think I could bring you up with me.
So for the record, you said we were surrounded by like 7 people. Are there more people trying to accost us besides these 3 people that are pictured?
You know, let's go ahead and just go to this screen, shall we?
Okay.
Sizing up these people, I guess, within universe knowledge. How strong do they look? Do they look out of our league? Do they look somewhat like formidable? Could
Roll
of
an
them made
insight
Bryn
check.
sit down
would
on
we
his
think we
butt.
can take them?
Roll an insight check. Mr. Coin, you are totally bleep.
Don't worry, we're gonna run. That's gonna be great.
I think there
As
is
you look over
nowhere
your
to
shoulder
run.
in the direction with which you would be running, you see people who are better equipped than the people who first accosted you. Except for all of
Gonna run
these people
so
over
fast.
here are wearing blue cloaks.
I'm gonna run and hide. That's my plan.
That's your plan. Okay.
Coin's
So,
gonna say to
At
Tati,
this point, ladies and gentlemen,
Crystal,
we're
kick him.
we're going to do the wonderful
Braiding
thing.
her hair, she's not paying attention.
Can't hear all this talk that's going
I'm
on
getting ready
down
for
by
my
my knees.
mugshot. Please target your token. Click the little token there, and then go to D&D Beyond and hit that initiative button as we are starting your combat for the first time.
Oh,
A great way to
"Oh
start.
yeah, I'm feeling lucky."
A 1.
Jeez. Come on, guys.
And for them, we're going to roll Sancho's initiative because Sancho's currently in charge of this whole shindig. There
Oh,
we
this is excellent fight music.
So let's see here. Sancho Cervantes at turn got a 13. He does not have advantage on that. So we arrange these in descending order. Wha-bam! Mr. Sea-Toed Coin, you get
Coin
to go
is gonna-
first.
Coin is gonna turn around, seeing everyone here, and he's like, "All right." He looks at the people that he's not familiar with, and he's like, "I don't know who you are, but I can tell you that I don't think we're gonna win this. So if anyone has an idea on getting out of here, then we need to do it."
I like the running idea.
Yeah, I like-
Maybe we can clear away just to the south. There's only one guy to the south of us. Or
As you look
maybe
down
the-
here, the girl that's standing at that alleyway, she's leaning on a staff in one of those bring it on, this is a mistake sort of ways.
Okay, I take it back.
No, there's one
All
person, right? What's a
but she's leaning on a staff in a sort of bring it on sort of way.
One job. Stupid, but I'm going to do it.
All right.
Those of you who are
I
not
think
Galaxy
we need
Quest
to try
fans,
and
please
clear
watch
a
the
path.
movie.
Can
The
we try and
references
clear
will
a
not
path
stop.
somehow?
All right, Coin is just going to put his fingers under because he's got like little overall straps, right? He's just gonna like put him out, pop him, and just turn around like, well, we're just we're fucked. And he doesn't do any action. He just sort of holds defensively.
Okay, so dodging, got it.
Yeah,
Miss
dodge.
Latte, what would you like to do, if anything? That's you, Rosie.
Yeah. Chris, let's see. Crystal has now stopped braiding her hair, and she's like very slowly and very late, like started to look around and realize that there's an actual threat. And she's gonna be like, I'm bored. I think that like I really think that I would like to go. So if I'm looking at your map really quick, there's 4 people to the right of us.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. But there's no one kind of up in the left hand, like kitty corner, like diagonally.
This person here.
There's one
Oh.
guy. Yeah.
Is that the one that's leaning on the staff?
No, that's the little girl down here.
That's south.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy looks like are you familiar with Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat? Looks like a ninja
No.
wrapped in shadow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He has a longbow that looks like it probably was the spring off of a semi-tractor trailer. It's so stout. That is a big bow that dude has.
Oh, is that another guy in the corner?
Yeah.
25 feet north of the yellow square with the green ogre-looking guy. There's another person
Yes.
there. Okay, I did not realize that. That is good to know.
Yes. He
Yeah.
hides in the shadows on purpose. Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
There's a ruler tool in Roll20
Yes.
as well. If you're ever trying to like point something out, it's like the little ruler in the circle. On the
Oh yeah,
top
I should have just pinged it, but yeah.
Yeah, you can if you
That's
hold
fine.
down also you can ping like this.
Yeah.
Hold down left click.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Crystal is going to. She is going to look at Tati and grab the frog
What?
and
Excuse
make
me?
a run for it to the
I have
diagonal.
to ask a question. Coin, do you wear any armor yet?
No, not particularly. Just sort of like
Okay.
overalls. And...
Crystal, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Friendly fire.
Welcome to Grung. You are
Oh,
now
no.
poisoned.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
How much damage does she take, or is it just being poisoned?
It's-
First action, friendly fire.
yeah, I learned that the hard way. I tried to give him a high five.
Okay, so as you touch the grung, you feel sick to your stomach. Go ahead and roll an athletics check to pick him up. Coin, do you want to be picked up by the centaur?
Is she like continuing an attempt to?
Wait,
Yeah, she's attempting to pick you up.
He's gonna observe, assuming Tati's not like holding ground and willing to move with her. They'll be like, "Oh, you already picked me up. I guess you can't get poisoned twice."
wait, they have disadvantage on that, right? Because
Yeah,
they're
so-
poisoned.
Yeah, they touched you. So to actually
he's
pick
going-
you up, it's a 6.
He's going to call out to Ruzid and say, "Ruzid, we're clearing out. Pack up. Let's go."
Okay, so you get picked up willingly by Crystal. All right, Crystal, you have a grung.
He's just like his hands are flopped straight down, just looking around. It's like when you pick up a small dog.
Stuffed animal.
Make
Yeah.
a run for it
Yeah.
past to that upper.
Okay, so go ahead and grab your character. Where do you want to go? How far can you move?
3 feet.
Okay,
All right. How do I move him?
you just
Her?
grab your character and then you move her.
I'm doing, but maybe
Is it not letting you?
it's
Let me double check.
not.
Change edit can be controlled
Power
by
of 40
Crystal
feet
Latte.
movement.
And you're
Save
using
us.
the up at the top left hand side of the toolbar on roll 20, you've got the little arrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you just grab and move the character like this, it doesn't move.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna
Now,
move.
here's a fun thing that you guys may or may not know. When you're moving your character, if you tap the letter Q, it's going to put a little path and measure how far you're going. So as you're moving the character, just tap the letter Q on your keyboard and it'll tap along.
Hold on. Sorry, my screen's black. 1 second.
All good?
Okay.
Man, I said the name 3 times and he appeared. Check that out.
Sancho!
I'm
All
hyped for you
right.
to start taunting us next turn.
So, you move there. Anything else you want to do? You picked up a grung and run away. Anything else?
Do you have a plan, or are we just running?
That would be
We're just-
all you've got left is a
I'm-
bonus action at this point.
Okay. Yep. I don't have any. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
can-
Can. Is there Hold on. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. The Haragon right here is going to baseball slide right up next to you. Oidas, sorry about this. It's going to mighty hurt. And he swings his warhammer into the back of your head for some dual damage, being non-lethal. You're going to take 21 non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal
You're
damage
unconscious.
means- I'm just unconscious. Okay.
How many hit points do you have? It says up at the top
11.
right-hand side. Okay, 11.
11.
You are unconscious. So you take 21 damage, and that will reduce you to 0. And
Yeah.
because he did not try to kill you, you're simply unconscious. There's a grung on the floor.
Coin hits the ground, and he's like, "Ah, shit."
At which
Yeah.
point the Haragon, lad, apologize for this, but I know better than to hit the types of you.
Is
And
it?
so
Can
he
I
reaches
spit
out-
at the hair?
you can't. As a free action, you can
Whether
spit
I don't
in
need
his
it to
general
poison
direction.
him, I just want to spit
Yeah.
at him.
Sure. As his warhammer comes down non-lethally on your head.
Does my dodge come into play
You
there?
dodge, and he critically misses you. Okay. Oh, Conejo, do you have that under control? Rifle looks over. I wish you wouldn't call me that. I will arrest the others. These are thieves and evildoers. And Sancho Cervantes runs up and threatens the rest of you guys with his sword. Me and Mateo will have you. Do not move. We will take you to prison. All right, Bryn. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Sancho yells, "You, Basil, stay away."
Okay,
Bryn, what would you
so
like to do?
if it's my turn, I'd like to look over to the 4 guys dressed in blue to the east of my
Yes.
position. Have they done or said anything yet?
They are looking at the situation curiously and not drawing weapons. They are observing patiently at the moment.
I'm gonna look over at them and I'm gonna yell, "Hey, Blue Man Group, do you know these assholes? Why are they trying to kidnap us?"
Oh, they're most. Oh, sorry. Let me get you the individual we are speaking to here. One moment, please. As we're going to go ahead and take move these guys out of the way. Come on, put Vex up there. Come on. All right. So, and this gentleman that you are speaking to looks at you guys. Oh, wrong dude. Come on.
Blue Man Group.
Sorry. Yeah, as you call for the Blue Man Group, you guys are going to see this figure here. And he looks at you. Oh, they're not dishonorable individuals. They're simply competitors. After all, some people have jobs to do. If you're thieves, they have the right to claim the bounty first. However, if you escape, we'll hunt you down for them. Because, they are incompetent fools.
Oh crap! All right, so
Oh,
these
so
guys
we are fucked.
There's no chance these guys are gonna help us. All right, back to the problem at hand.
Help you? You're thieves. I have a warrant. And he shows a
We're
picture.
not thieves. Oh, there's
with
no
you
point.
guys.
That's forged.
All right, I'll have you know that I went to law school and I'm gonna destroy your ass in court when this is over. Okay, all right. I turn back to Zorro in front of me and I say sorry about this, pal. So
Sorry, Mike.
unseen by anybody else,
Yeah.
beneath my modestly fashionable, the best I could afford on a student's budget, my black cloak, on my forearm are spectral clockwork images of two gears that slowly turn in a circle on my forearm. And over the sleeve of my cloak, I press my other arm firm. I grab my forearm firmly, and the two gears grind to a halt and make a very high-pitched whining noise that only Sancho can hear. I cast Headache on him as a cantrip. So I'm gonna need an intelligence saving throw from him.
Yeah.
Sancho does an intelligence saving throw. What's he got to beat?
Oh,
He
jeez.
got a 20.
Okay,
My hair protects me from your spell.
is this guy rolling with advantage for some reason?
He is not the 20. I just roll with both normally.
I see, and the first one is what
the
counts.
first one, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. As my reaction, I would like to expend a first level spell slot to cast Silvery Barbs and force him to re-roll his intelligence save.
Okay. Cool. All right. Intelligence saving throw. Sancho got an 18.
God damn it! All right. Well, I'm just gonna. That didn't work. So, does he take half damage? Let me check. It's
No, not off the headache.
on a failed
on
save,
cantrip.
take a d6 of psychic. Okay, nope, no effect on a failed save. All right, well that didn't work, and I'm out of spell slot, so I'm just gonna book it. I'm gonna go in the same direction as these other folks. I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20. How do I? So I press Q, and then
So
do
you
I,
move
like-
it and then press Q to lock in a movement, and then
see.
you can move again. And if
Okay.
you want to do specific movements, you path it out
Okay.
one by
Yeah,
one.
so I think this is fine. So Bugs Bunny over there has a warhammer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run this way.
As
I'm
you
gonna try
attempt to
and,
run away,
yeah.
Sancho will perform a Sancho slap. And you will be 3 damage.
All
What
right.
is that? Open hand? Backhand? What just happened?
Back.
That's a backhand from the Sancho slap.
All right.
Ow.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
trying to dodge that with the headache. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Do I need to implement that in D&D Beyond?
Yes, up at the top right-hand side where you've got your hit points.
Yeah, I see that. I just wasn't sure if it would happen automatically. Okay. Yep. Yep. I take 3 bludgeoning damage. That's my action and my movement. So I'm done for the turn.
Yeah, just gonna check to see. Sancho does not have Sentinel, so you are not stopped. Okay. All right. Tati.
This is going well. Yeah. Okay.
You do hear Coin. Well, you may or may not hear Coin calling out like, "Tati, I need some backup here."
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
You hear like a cricket. Or the ribbit.
And then the cricket is eaten.
Yeah, you hear a cricket, which is then eaten.
Zonk. What you
Okay.
doing, Tati?
I'm gonna run. Oh, God, I hate all of this. I don't suppose picking up my boss is an object interaction.
Yeah, you didn't
can
bring the
do that.
bucket today, did you, Tati?
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, you can pick him up if you can get over there and keep moving. Yeah.
I can. Yep. So I'm gonna get over here, pick him up, and then
He's not wearing
shadows.
his armor anymore, so I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
I've been with him for like a little while. I know to pick him up from like the shirt.
Yeah, you can
Like
pull up
his
his
belt.
Okay.
his
The back of his
overalls.
coveralls.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that Coin specifically said he unstrapped them.
No,
At the
he didn't unstrap them. He just did
Oh.
like the business
Like,
method
Oh,
where,
okay.
where they
Gotcha.
snap back. He
The
also
suspender snap.
he has like a little backpack satchel as well. So there
Okay.
are some options.
Go ahead. You pick up
All
the
right.
grung.
Which I assume is my action.
Yep.
As an object interaction, can I pass him the paper that I stole?
Yes. Absolutely.
Fantastic. And then as my bonus action, I'm going, oh God, I can't actually do this with him. I forgot. Yeah, it's bye. That's my
It's light reading. Isn't really the time, Tati.
yeah. And I'm just gonna disappear in like a cloud of black smoke, and then bounce up here.
Okay.
Does Coin
Sapphira.
move as well, or does he just like fall to the ground?
No, I forgot I can't actually carry a person when I do that. You know, so
Coin
it's just
dropped.
me.
I've been dropped twice today.
You know,
I was supposed
Coin
to
drop
have
is
my
a
action
breakdancing
back.
move.
Can I have my action back since I can't
Tati,
pick him
this is
up?
the third time.
We're just gonna let this roll. Sapphira,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'll look at Sancho and say, well, clearly my friends over there need some medical attention after what your friend just did to them. Do you mind if I'm making a show of like putting my hands up, like not resisting. Do you mind if I go over and help them?
Roll persuasion check, please.
Do a good job. Do a good job.
This would be great.
What?
Oh
So, ladies and gentlemen, when the dice want to tell a story,
The story today is you will have a very bad day.
Sancho believes
Double
that you're
one.
reaching for a weapon and holds his sword out specifically for you.
Well, clearly you have just as much sense as your father, and I
Do not
say
talk
that
about my
as
father that way.
vicious mockery.
Oh, vicious mockery on Sancho. Okay, vicious mockery on Sancho. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw is an 8. Okay. So he's mocked for 3 damage. Got it. Watch his health bar, ladies and gentlemen. 3.
Oh,
I guess he's
Did you see a move?
if I click on cast in D&D Beyond, okay, gotcha. That
Aha.
will-
Okay.
yeah.
So, Sapphira, anything else you wish to do?
Yes, I'm gonna wait a beat and then break into a run. Let's see.
Just run the other direction.
Veggio! This one insulted father. All right.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Ruzid. I actually love that you guys get to do this many turns before they get to act again.
Your father is a coward, just like you! And then he runs over this way.
He looks at you. But you are short. You should not know him.
And then Roosid is going to be like, get your hands off of my friend! And he's going to punch him with advantage because he's flanking him.
Yep.
Punch the Herongon.
Are flanking rules something that are specific to this campaign, or is that something part of your character, Zach?
Eric does flanking.
I see.
Yeah, it's part of 5th edition, yeah. So with advantage, yeah, 24 will just barely hit the Haragon for 10 damage.
I'm going to use Tavern Brawler to use a bonus action to attempt to grapple them.
Okay. And needs you to beat a... Wow, 25 needs you to beat a 26.
Oh my god.
Wow, unlucky.
Damn.
I tried.
Yeah.
So rude.
He shrugs you off after you run up and hit him in the buttocks.
Get away from him! And turn.
Sea-toad coin. You've been dropped on your ass. You're currently prone.
He's gonna look up to this hair. I'm curious. So this is technically a question about how poison works. I assume I have to hit a visible part of his body, right? Like hitting his armor wouldn't
bare
apply
part
poison.
of it, right? If you
All right,
get his
so
armor,
next-
it doesn't matter.
Next question: what parts are visible? Is it just his head or his elbows? I'm just getting a feel for it.
You're trying to, technically, according to the rules, he is covered in armor. If you try to do a called shot, it's with disadvantage.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're trying to hit him on a unarmored section of his body. Yeah.
So I know I have a limited space of time here. Does his helmet look like it would be easy to pull off?
No.
In the right? No.
No, this dude's buff.
Oh man.
He's got that wiry muscle build. This guy probably uses you for hand exercises.
Super rude.
Yeah. Climbing a colossus to get up there. All right. Grung's gonna pop up off the ground and station himself. You can see him sort of looking for a visible part of his body, and he starts getting frustrated. He's like, "Oh my god, this dude's completely covered." And then he's just gonna he'll do sort of a half circle around him, and when he realizes there's nowhere to hit, he's just going to bounce into him and try and give him a chop.
Okay.
It's just a punch,
Okay.
An unarmed strike, if you will.
Are you trying to? Yep. Okay. So 24 will hit him. Yep.
Right. Okay, so I have to roll damage, right?
Yep. So he takes 5 damage. Cool.
Yep, and then he's gonna. So what's the deal with Crystal Latte? She's just unconscious.
She's unconscious. She's laid out sideways. He tried to be as gentle as he could with that, but he wanted to lay her out. She looks beautiful in the morning light, laid out on the street.
Coin's gonna call out to Tati and be like, "We don't happen to have a potion or something on hand, do we?" Oh, wait,
Did you give me one, boss?
Okay, we don't have a potion.
I'm so sorry, I left it.
I think potions were over budget.
Potion should.
We're broke.
What the fuck? I don't have a comeback for that. That's the end of Coin's turn.
All right, that's the end of Coin's turn. All right.
It's we're I'm not broke. I just didn't. I forgot to.
Crystal, you do get to roll a d20 to attempt to come conscious on a 20. So just roll a d20, please.
Oh wait, I got it. Coin says to Ruzid, "You're broke, not me." That's it.
Okay. So in roll 20, you can click the die there. Oh, you got a 1. You are very unconscious.
Dreaming peacefully.
Yes. At least
You
your hair
dream
is
that
nice.
you dream that you wake up, but you don't
Yeah.
actually wake up. It's very disappointing.
Sancho looks over at Sapphira after having taken a insult from Sapphira. Puta, no te mueves. And runs up to you. And is going to strike at you. And he's going to use let's see here. He's going to use the Sancho slap again.
With disadvantage because of the vicious mockery.
Yeah, with this advantage, you know what? He's going to use the flat of Mateo. He's going to take his sword that has like a carving on the blade that says Mateo, and he's going to slap at you with disadvantage and non-lethal damage. All right, with disadvantage, does an 11 hit you?
No.
No. Okay. All right. This gentleman, the orc, steps up. Look, Grung, nothing personal. It's just you got to come with us.
You
And
you still haven't told me why.
we got a warrant. We're here to get some gold.
A warrant
Frankly,
for what? What?
your little friend there says you guys are broke. I got less gold than your friend. All right, here it comes. And he lifts off of his shoulder. It looks like a warhammer's coming off, but this haft keeps coming and coming and coming. It comes off and it's a maul. The thing, it looks like it's a barrel attached to the end of a stick. And he goes, sorry, kid. And the maul comes down upon you, non-lethally, trying to avoid your head and vital organs.
Oh boy.
As you take 17 bludgeoning damage.
Just a little.
Okay? You, I believe, are unconscious.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. The Haragon here turns. Oi, lad. That hurts on the noggin. Now, let me kick your ass. And
Wanna
he's
wrestle?
going to- he looks at you. I wrestle. No. The gods gave me this hammer. And just remember, I got the hammer at Charnellan's. And he swings it into your face. Does a 17 hit you?
Barely misses.
Okay. He swings it a second time. A
Barely.
15 misses you.
Wow,
All
I guess
right.
Tornelli makes crap.
He looks at you. No, you didn't. From over here, this individual whispers a word to Ruzid. Sleep. As command. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Going to be a 16.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I had a
Oh,
-1
let's
and I
go.
succeeded. Rusid's tough.
The
Oh,
little
yeah.
kid next to him goes, you really should sleep.
Who is this
Roll a
little
wisdom
kid?
saving throw. Going to be a 16.
Oh, okay.
As Ruzid will fall asleep for 6 seconds.
Well, it is really comfy here.
All right.
Let me put a spell on
Bryn is there. Oh,
Uh,
let's see here. I'm going to leave her there. All right. Veggio, the dark, shadowy guy with the longbow, looks over at Sapphira and goes, Sancho, I will protect the honor of our family. And with that, he leans against the wall for a moment. Shadows engulf him for just a second, and then the arrow comes shooting out. And we're going to see Veggio. Come on. There we go. He fires an arrow at you, Sapphira. With advantage because he hid. So 24 to hit you for 27 damage.
Yep.
You are not pierced by the arrow, but it does knock the wind out of you, and you are unconscious. As you fall to the ground, you look at the arrow. It doesn't have a head on it. Instead, there's a beanbag.
Oh.
And you think you got her. Bryn Gemflower.
All right. Unbelievably, I'm still alive. Yeah. So it looks like. Oh man, I know this is a trap of some sort, but I'm just going for it. I'd like to
Sure.
start out by using my movement. So
Sure.
we're gonna Q 5, 10. Are these squares 15, 25, 30? Is this good?
Yep. Okay.
All right, and then I would like to take a dash for my action.
Okay. Are you going to
and-
dash off the map?
Yeah, I'd like to dash off the map.
All right. We're going to go ahead and dash off the map.
Okay.
Cool. We'll catch you here in a moment.
All right.
All right. So you're currently 2 squares off the map. So we're going to go ahead and write down.
I'd be a little further. I was 2 squares away from the map, so if I get to move 6, I should be 6 more. I should be 4 squares above the edge of the map.
Okay. So we'll
Would be a full dash.
All right.
And that's it for me.
4 squares off the map.
All right.
Cool. We'll put that 4 there so we can keep track of how many squares away.
Got it.
All right. I usually have larger maps. I did not expect you to actually make it to the edge. Tati.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out what's going on, and I'm gonna get Coin back, and I'm gonna break all y'all out of prison, but can't do that from unconsciousness, so I'm gonna dash across the roof, going north.
You just
Okay.
see
And,
2 little frog legs popping out of a mallet on the ground.
Okay. So you're heading north. Cool.
Yeah.
So you go 12, right? Or let's see here. You're going to be 8 off the map.
If I get to the edge of the building, I'm gonna, as soon as it looks like I have a chance, I'm gonna get down and find a hiding spot, but probably
Okay.
next round.
Cool. Can I get you to roll a? Oh, that's next round. Got it. Yep. Okay.
Get the hell out of Dodge. Go find a hiding spot.
Cool. They still have a chance to catch you. You're still in range. All right. Sapphira's unconscious. You get to roll a 20. See if you pop up. Nope. Ruzid, you're unconscious. Roll 20,
I'm
D20.
just. I lost my turn right from command, so now
Right,
I'm
you're
no
sleeping.
longer commanded.
You're no longer commanded. Right.
Okay. Yep.
Coin, you're unconscious. You roll a d20 to see if you pop up.
Bleh.
Ruse kind of gets up after the 6-second nap. He's like, "Oh, that was really. Oh fuck!"
Crystal, you get to roll your d20 to see if you pop up. Okay. Sancho, he's going to walk over to you. Oi, little lizard.
Your father
It's time
smells.
for you to follow- He does. However, you stink. And he's going to strike at you on the ground because you're still prone with the
Oh no.
back of the blade. So some dual damage is going to be a 22 to hit you for 19 damage. Sorry,
Ruse is
9
unconscious.
damage. Yeah, 9.
Ah!
Okay. Vecchio, is it not nice to capture the fiends and evildoers? We have collected all of them but 2. Do you think you can catch them, Vecchio? And over here, you hear, I can shoot them in the back. It is not honorable, but we must catch them. All right.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to do that.
He's going to step out here, and it's a perfect shot of a silhouetted little man running away. And Vezrujak goes, Oi, you know, I should take care to do this right. And steps back here, uses a bonus action, steps to here. His bonus action was to hide, so he gains advantage on his shot. And another beanbag arrow fires into the back of Bryn Gemflower with advantage. Does a 22 hit you, Bryn?
22 does hit me. I would like to use my remaining spell slot to cast Silvery Barbs and force
Okay.
a reroll.
Okay. The reroll.
Oh, God dang it. I misinterpreted the +1 as his +1 to hit, not a +1 longbow. This guy probably has like +17 to hit. I just realized. Okay, well, yeah, well, it was always worth a shot. Yeah, that conks me on the back of the head, and I am knocked right out.
Join the club.
He yells over to Sancho, I got the one. The other one's on the roof. And he looks over. Do you two think you can handle it? And you hear Miss Tati approach. Need a wisdom saving throw? Gotta be a 16.
Here, way over here.
Yes, way over here. Approach. Tati, you turn around. And you're going to be approaching this individual right here, who has a little 10-year-old boy next to him.
Cool. I will be approaching with hands up and trying very hard not to be unconscious by the end of this.
Okay. If you come over with your hands up, they will simply arrest you. The rest of you are all unconscious. You guys can all roll a d20 to see if you get conscious again. Everybody can roll a d20. See if we get people to pop up. Nope. All right. Crystal, no. All right.
Hey, come on out now. The 20s are waiting for us down the road.
So, as these teenagers take you into custody, they will slap manacles on you and take you to the nearest prison. You guys are locked up, put in the prison cells, and left overnight. As the people walk out, they are paid 60 gold for bringing all 6 of you in. The Paragon complains about how poor the pay is, as
should
does
complain.
the orc. And the
I'm behind bars, totally
here.
agreeing with him. I'm worth so much more than this. Do you have any idea who my parents are?
Well, you did decline the wrestling match, so you kind of are a little bitch.
I have a question, Eric.
Yes, sir.
You said it's overnight. How many hours would you say?
At the moment, you guys just arrived, so we have a while for you guys to decide what you're going to do in a prison cell.
I'm asking because I got to be submerged in water for 1 hour every day, and depending on how long it's been,
you started with a morning bath.
Yeah, I'm assuming like it was somewhat before that. But,
so
okay,
around 9 a.m., you're going to be a little parched.
Okay, just checking in.
Yep.
All right.
Regarding mechanics, after we become unconscious, or after we regain consciousness, are we resuming? Are we resuming immediately, or are we? Never mind. Please continue.
We're all in the same cage, right, or the same holding,
you guys
whatever.
are separated into 2 cells that you guys can hear are next to each other.
Is Bryn in my cell, or
who's in
is
each
he
cell?
in sight?
The cells were divided by Tati and Coin with Crystal, and then Rujin, Saphira, and Bryn are together.
Okay, well, Coin's gonna pop his head up to the bars or through them or whatever, and he's gonna like say like, "Who's the Gemflower? Bryn, there's a lawyer in here, right? All right,
yeah, I was about to say.
Oh well, I never really finished school. Look, I just said that to the guy so he would leave us alone. I don't know what you guys did, but I've never broken a law in my life, at least not anything serious enough to get bounty hunters set on me. I have no idea why I'm in here, and I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be much help getting out.
To be fair,
And
I
I'm
think
pretty sure I
some-
haven't committed a crime in this town yet, so I don't know what I'm being
Yeah, I
arrested
haven't
for.
committed crimes here. I've committed crimes, but not here.
Okay. So, first
I
things
got nothing on
first.
me.
Do we try and bust out now, or do we want to wait? I'm pretty exhausted, and I'm gonna need a good day or so to recover my strength. I'm referring to my spell slots, which recover after a long rest. Do we think that we can? Do we want to try and break out right now, or do we want to wait and see what happens to us?
Well, I mean, they must not have good security if they think we're only worth 60 gold.
After
I
a
would
moment,
rather-
you guys will
Well,
hear
Then
some
you
footsteps
can pay it
coming.
with your 60 gold and get us out then.
I don't have 60 gold. What did I say before you went unconscious?
I don't know. I was getting hit over the head.
Oh,
We
I
are
overheard.
broke.
I
We are
think you
broke.
said you were broke.
You're
Oh,
broke,
sorry.
Lucid.
I'm kind of broke too, and it's kind of a sore
Okay,
spot for me. I
Coin.
probably
We all
shouldn't
deal
run into-
differently with loss, but we are broke.
I'd rather rest up because I have no intention on staying here, and I'd rather rest up and be prepared for my escape attempt. Because
Okay. So
So-
you
The sun
guys
is
night-
already-
is it
yeah,
nighttime?
it's-
it's
it nighttime
almost
right now?
nighttime. Almost.
Almost nighttime.
Yeah, you guys will be waking up right around 8 p.m. As you guys are having this discussion / argument and yelling match, the guard will come by and open the prison cell door for just a moment, just a crack, and slides a bucket full of water into Coin's cell, courtesy of Sancho Cervantes. And
Ah,
closes
thanks,
and locks the door.
Coin just jumps into it. Like he doesn't even like let him finish. Like he's whatever he's saying, Coin just jumps in. It's like I know I know I'm getting my bucket.
is that a bucket full of water?
It is a bucket of fresh,
Okay.
cold water.
All right, I'm waiting until I think the guard is out of earshot, and
Okay.
I'll whisper as loudly as I can, such that I think the other cell can hear me, but no louder because I don't want to be overheard. I'll
Coin
say,
is underwater right now. He's fully
Okay.
submerged. So
okay,
I can
so
hear
maybe
someone
you can't
whisper
hear me.
from
Just-
across
just
the
to be-
market, so that's fine.
Fair. Maybe someone else in the cell can hear me. I'll say, hey, Frogman, do you trust me?
I've got someone to take those messages.
Talk to my assistant.
My people will talk to your people. Yeah.
You hear just gurgling.
Are you
Crystal.
okay? Is someone drowning in there?
Crystal,
No,
it's at this point that you realize you have never been stuck in a 10-foot by 10-foot box with Tati, of all people.
Isn't that what school is? And
Yes.
easy one right there.
Oh,
You-
yes, no problem. He's not drowning. He's a fish.
His
Okay.
head pops out. I'm not a fish. And then he goes back in.
They're
Oh wait,
kind of a
wait,
fish.
come back.
We
No,
are,
okay,
we
listen
are,
to her.
however, very trusting and trustworthy people.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, I got you. Okay, listen. I think I can use that water to get us out of the cells, but I can't see it. I need to be able to see it. So only if you trust me. If you dump that bucket of water right outside through the bars of your cell,
Mhm.
I might be able to help, and it doesn't have to be all of it. If you need that water for something, maybe you could just give me like a little bit. But it's an old trick I picked up. I picked up back when I was a kid to get out of locked rooms. If you give me some of that water, one of the things I know how to do is manipulate water. I could try and put some of it in the lock and freeze it, and that might break the lock open.
Okay.
But only if you trust me with the water.
Can I'm just gonna go like tap gently on the side of the bucket.
Coin comes out.
Hey,
His
Master
head
Coin.
pops out. What?
Could I have a little bit of that?
Wait.
Or just like cup?
little. Why do you need my water?
I'm so thirsty, man.
Wait,
Oh,
you're-
also, the guy next door is also really thirsty.
how much is a little?
Just like this much.
Eric, is that enough that I can stay submerged?
Sure.
I'm gonna just
Just
lean way over and
barely.
suck in. I'm gonna suck in a mouthful, and then
Let me get out
Okay.
first. Tati.
Now we're going
Too
to do a
late.
little.
Like, you know, I'm
Let
like
me
my
get this
skin's touching
straight.
this water. I just want you to be clear.
I'm going to describe what's happening here. Crystal,
I think she's
white
asking for a
minotaur.
handful of water.
Yeah,
Coin-
Crystal the White Minotaur watches as Coin, the grung, the frog person, gets out of the bucket of water, and Tati leans down to get a mouthful of bath water.
Like you could probably just ask the warden for a cup. I don't. Seems inhumane that they
Any
wouldn't
reaction,
give us
Crystal?
any water.
Are you trying to get water?
No,
Ew.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
out. Ew.
I think Centaur. I think she's trying to get some water.
I'm gonna
Take
And
just
then
those, like,
Coin goes back down after Tati gets what you know.
I can
then
get
I'm
you
gonna-
some water.
And then I'm gonna go to the gate and just like spit it into the like just do a fountain into the center walkway, hopefully inside of Bryn.
You know, right now I really wish I got
As you
more trade
do
for it,
that,
but
you hear a voice. You better be careful when you spit that.
Oh god, this guy.
Oh man, were you standing right there? I didn't see you.
Yes. Have they treated you
Sorry.
well?
what?
It's not been my best day ever, but it hasn't been like totally awful. Nobody's put any spikes in my skin or pulled any of my fingernails out, which I appreciate because I've been working on these ones for like a month almost. Well, I mean, most of them for like a month, but like this one broke.
Crystal looks at you absolutely horrified. You just
About which part?
the whole thing,
All-
particularly about the nails, having bad nails, but like the whole thing.
How about you, Centaur? Have they treated you well?
First of all, ow, whoever that guy is with the hammer, better not be in town when we get out of this whatever place. Who are you?
You may call me the agent.
The angel?
The agent. Thank you. I'm glad to see you are unharmed other than the acquisition marks. Grung, are you treated well?
So Coin will be looking out the top, but unless it's near the bars or within sight of this guy's face, he won't respond. But if he can see him, then he'll pop out.
You can probably see a shape outside the bars.
All right. Is he in front of our or their?
He's
cell?
standing between them, so both groups can see him.
Coin will pop out and say, "As of about 2 minutes ago, I'm doing well," and then go back down.
Very well. Tiefling, how are you? Which is weird because he's a tiefling.
Not a worse hangover than not my worst in a while, but they should surveil in this place.
Kobold, have they eaten
Well-
you yet?
I thought I was going to die, so I mean, this is a benefit.
Indeed. You may still die. It's not preventable, but at least you have a
Well-
chance in here.
Hopefully not at the hands of those bastards that captured us. That would be not great.
No, I think they were in it for the reward. They believe you have been framed. What about you, young man? And he looks at Bryn.
At the risk of being rude, today wasn't a great day. I was just about to get a new job. I had this whole bartender routine work out and everything. Seriously, I mean, I was gonna use shape water. I was gonna pull out my cup. I was gonna use shape water to fill it up, prestidigitation to make it smell like apples and cinnamon, and then mage hand to give it to the person. I was gonna ace that interview, and then some clowns show up and they say that we're thieves, and then I got knocked out with a beanbag arrow to the head, and that's not a dignified way to go. And I woke up in a prison cell. So I acknowledge that I'm still alive, but honestly, no, I'm not having a great day.
Would you like an opportunity to fulfill your interview?
Does it involve getting out of prison?
He smiles wryly at you. Not necessarily. And he hands you a cup of water.
All right.
And produces a stool from nowhere and sits down. Perform.
All right. So I'm a little taken aback by this, but I clear my throat. Do I? So in my like possessions, I presumably had like a mess kit with like a cup of water, or just like a cup or a
Sure.
mug. Do I still have that, or have I been deprived of my
All your
possessions?
possessions are still on your person. No one took
Really?
anything.
That's curious. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll rummage through my I'll rummage through my stuff. I'll pull out my cup. Is there? So I noticed in the picture of the prison outside the cells, there's just like there's little like puddles of water. Is that just there for effect, or can I use that?
You can use that if you'd like. He did
Sure.
present you with a
Spit
cup of
some of
water.
that down for you.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So so I'll pull out my own cup of water. I'll hold it out in front of me, and with my other hand, I'll cast shape water, and the water that he's offering, I'll swirl it out in like a nice. Well, I'm short on money, and I'm locked in a jail cell. So if you've got something for me, well, what do you have for me exactly?
Not just for you, but for the rest of you as well. Shadow, I forgot to ask. Are you well enough? I suppose I should have concern for your existence. And he's looking at Tati.
Just face against the bars. What's going on? Yeah, what? Yeah, what's going on?
The piece of paper that you were handed as a warrant was placed upon you by an individual who I believe you may have heard of. Are you familiar with the name Natch? Natch Leaf.
Yeah, at this point,
Yes, it was
I will
on that
take my,
note.
yeah, I'll take out the note which is tucked away in my little book that I was supposed to burn, and I'll open it up. I won't hand it to the guy, but I'll hold it close enough to the bars that he could lean in and read it if he wanted to.
That's what I thought. You have been set up. This individual claimed that you had stolen goods from the Storm Arm estate and claimed that the value of the goods was over 100 gold pieces. So the reward for you was 60. The fact that you were directed by him to come to the Longstreeters Consortium, which is known to be filled with bounty hunters and variety of adventurers who would jump on such an opportunity, means that not only were you sent to a location to be the patsy, but accepted that quite well. You must be indeed desperate for coin. Nausea is not a safe place for you. It is not. People will continue to attempt to do this to you come the future. I give you two options. Be careful what you choose, for it will impact the rest of your lives. One, You can stay here in this prison and attempt to escape. It's dismal. And you might be able to make your way out. The easiest way is by performing for the guards. If you wish to do that, I believe you have a chance, especially since you have all your weapons and equipment with you. I would, of course, take a full night's rest before challenging the guards for their entertainment. Alternatively, there is a ship that is headed to the town of Endpoint. Are you interested in doing that? The Endland Point ship will be departing in 2 days from the docks here in Nausea and is a much more challenging target. But should you succeed in that, you would have a ship of your own that I would not have to worry about, and I would be able to provide you with contracts and a contact in Inland Point with which to procure future employment. So your choices are fight for freedom or take on employment with me.
You had me at ship.
Well, you say the ship is more challenging. Would we also have to break out of prison in order to reach the ship, or can you get us out of here?
He smiles and does not say anything.
Hmm.
Do you know
I
where
will
Not
Nash
advocating.
lives?
Anything.
I do not know where Natch lives. It is one of the things I am currently researching.
I would like to send him a strongly worded letter.
As would I. For the thing he stole from the Strongarm estate is of much more value than is perceived. I will let you converse with your friends for the night. I will be back in the morning. Good night. And he turns and with a whirl of shadows and smoke disappears silently into the air.
Go knock on Coin's tub again.
Horn opens the door to his office, comes out the top of the water. What?
Did you hear all that?
Something about a ship? Is that not that offer for everybody, or are you talking to the not lawyer?
It
The ship
sounded
needs
like
a
he needed
crew.
a group of people. Yeah.
All right. Well, we only have like a boat. Ship sounds pretty good to me.
Crystal just nods. She doesn't say anything. She just nods in agreement.
You don't want to raise the city to the ground as punishment for their foolish behavior towards us.
Coin
So much easier to do so with a ship.
Coin looks around for a moment like that's
You know,
That's
Sophia,
really
there's a reason I like you.
it's really vindictive.
I trust the hot agent.
I don't. It sounds like it's going to be a lot harder for me to do business around here right now if these guys are going to keep following us.
I'm interested in taking the offer.
I do like the
I
idea
can't
of
really-
raising this place. Oh, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, I can't really get any deeper than the hole I'm in right now.
I think it's better to take a gamble at this point.
Just for the record, there are technically 3 options.
I bet. Wait. So is he letting us out? And then Coin looks out. He's gone. What? He's offering us a ship, but he won't. What?
He said
Tomorrow.
tomorrow we have to make a decision. I think he'll let us out if we agree to work with him.
I think our bail lasts longer than 24 hours.
Well, he's just gonna break us out. I mean, he doesn't seem like the law-abiding type. I think he wants us to be pirates or something, or privateers, or I don't know. I mean, he says he's gonna give us contracts. Who knows what he wants us to actually do?
What kind of I want to know what this guy, if I'm going to be working for him, I want him sending me off to killing off all of his enemies when his enemies are actually decent people.
Well, there's one way to find out.
What's
I
even
like the way you
decent?
think.
We can
It's-
accept the job.
We could suss it out. We could go see what he wants from us.
I mean, and like Saphira said, a ship is a great way to, raise the city eventually. Just put a bunch of cannons on it.
What is
Yeah,
it with you guys
and
in
cannons.
raising cities? Is this going to be a recurring theme with you guys? If we're going to be
This is
stuck
on your
together-
behalf, Bryn. I feel like this is a feeling I have for you. I saw what they did to you. They shot you with an arrow right to the back of the head. You were
Okay,
running down the street and they shot you in the head. You fell face first into
I
God knows
appreciate-
what.
Ma'am, I appreciate the sentiment, but I want it on the record that my position on raising cities is a firm no, even if I did get shot in the head with a beanbag.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well, I
back him
appreciate
up.
that
Actually,
perspective.
I'm not trying to burn down any villages right now.
If
Look,
you're
I'm
not
not
feeling
saying we
unhappy and angry and fiery about it, then we don't have to burn anything.
Yes, it's just,
I'm not saying.
And
way
yeah,
of
if you are
expressing.
feeling angry, we'll still not do it.
Besides, it's impractical to raise a city. It's not. Done that.
You've done it before?
No.
It's hugely
I'm just
inefficient
sure it
way to
would
get
be.
things
Okay,
done.
I know why you're in jail. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, my crew wasn't that big time.
Well, it's
I
more
should
like,
stop talking.
when you get your tribe burnt down by a bunch of adventurers, you kind of just feel a sense of, wanting to get back. I know
And
that
besides,
Forget that.
all these humans would have us erased if they could.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Really, I've had a lot of them try to pet me, but it doesn't really end well. I don't know about that.
Be
You're too
lucky
cuddly. I had to
you
leave
didn't know the same as I did.
Well,
I had
looks
to-
at, or I keep saying that. Coin looks at Coin looks at a purple spot on his arm. He's like, I don't think I'm cuddly.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. But also, you kind of picked me up, so.
Well, if we're going to be stuck in the cell for the rest of the night, and if we take this weird guy's offer, it sounds like anybody who takes the offer is going to be working together. So maybe we get to know each other a little bit before, as long as we're stuck in the cell and got nothing else to do.
It's
Ooh,
at this
games.
point that you guys get to look at each other for the very first time in earnest.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are there.
So, inside of Crystal's cell, let's go with Crystal. Crystal, can you please describe your character?
She has long blonde hair, like bleach blonde hair, and kind of like a golden like body, where her horse is like the horse body is golden. Torso is kind of like tanned, like she's been like tanned, like it started out as a fake tan and then became a real tan, like she's. And she has blue eyes. She's wearing. Do I still have all my equipment with me? They didn't take anything from
They
me.
did not take a thing.
She's wearing a like hot pink breastplate that looks like a halter top, and it's laced up the back, and she's wearing matching like guards on her forearms and leather gloves. And then she has like a very small backpack on her back.
Okay. Tati, can you please describe your character?
Yeah, I'm an elf. I'm like one of the shorter elves, not one of those high Lothlorien types. I've got white hair, like buzzed on one side, kind of pale grayish skin, black eyes. That's all normal for my family. Also pretty normal, but I I wear a lot of black. A lot of it is like intentionally ripped. There's a lot of piercings, tattoos, jewelry. It's designed to like look shiny more than be expensive. I just like your average punk that probably hasn't lived a very hard life.
Okay. Coin, please describe your grunt for us, please.
So Coin himself is pretty much blue, but in a certain light, at a certain angle, and on certain spots, you notice a bit of purple tinge as well. In his eye is like mostly just sort of a big black frog eye, but there's sort of a little glistening tint of brown, like a mustard yellow, like not quite gold or anything, but there's a bit of a trim around his eyes. On his torso, he's got some like crude body tattoos of just a moon and landscapes that don't seem of particular importance. So in our cell, the rest of you might not see this right now, but if you saw him during combat, he carries around a little sort of little crude piece of paper, which you would probably get the sense is a map or a chart of some type, and various little bags that are pretty clearly like coins and stuff. He's not like a big grung frog, he's exact height, probably like 2.5 feet ballpark. He's a little below average on grung, but you can tell he is kind of used to throwing his weight around in combat. And at all times, as I said, he has like a little coin in his mouth. It's not always the same coin. You'll notice on different days, like he changes it out or he gets a new one. But yeah, he always has a coin in his mouth or in his hand.
All right.
Like visible, or is it just like he like opens his mouth and there's a coin there?
Well, it's moving around
like a tongue ring. Bleh.
So
Yeah.
so like it's either like sticking out, invisible. Sometimes it might recede, and he's like throwing it around on his tongue. Sometimes he pulls it out and flicks it. It's not like one like you can tell like he likes having a coin somewhere on himself.
So it's like chewing a toothpick.
Yeah, it's like chewing a toothpick.
Okay. Sapphira, can I get you to describe your character, please?
Yes, Sapphira is a dark-skinned tiefling. She's pretty tall, pretty lean, has dark hair that is like just coiled down to her shoulders, and just from about here on down, it goes from black to blue. And blue will be a pretty common theme with her. Like she's wearing like a lot of blue clothing, like blue jewelry, some of which probably most of which is fake now, but she's definitely trying to give off a pirate vibe.
Okay. Bryn.
So Bryn Gemflower is a young man in the human equivalent of his early 20s, with the he has the slightly pointed ears and rounded face of a half elf. Specifically, he has a human father and a drow mother. He wears a long, somewhat fashionable black coat that goes down to his ankles, and it covers his arms. And unseen by anyone else, the reason he wears it is because on his left forearm, there are spectral images, almost like ghostly tattoos of gears that slowly and constantly spin in a circle. And they weren't there when he was born, and he was pretty young when the first one popped up. The second one popped up pretty recently, and he's not sure whether to be worried about it or not.
Okay.
That's my character.
Cool. And lastly, Roosid.
So in New Wednesday campaign, I put a little headshot.
There he is.
So Bruzid is about 2.5 feet tall. They're a little red kobold with these green splotches all over their body. And they kind of they're out. They don't really have much of a kind of casual outfit. Usually, they're just wearing whatever armor they think will keep them safe in combat, as they're a very combat kind of oriented type of person, as they were a former pit fighter in their tribe. Uh, and they're also their build is very tough looking for a kobold. It's actually kind of surprising. Uh, and the green splotches represent their half dragon lineage from from some interesting things that might have happened in their tribe.
All right. Well, that puts us at 2 hours in. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, let people get up and stretch, and we will
Awesome.
come right back and have a little bit more fun as you guys are in jail.
Looking forward to it. I'll be right back.
Love
Okay.
myself some good jail time.
Coin will drop back into the bucket.
They had it coming. They had it coming. They only had themselves to blame.
Hopefully, everyone's having a good time so far.
Oh yeah.
Trying to make sure everyone gets involved. It's I know it's going to be a little bit different to get people in the new group flowing and everything, but it's going to be cool. I think you guys got a great chemistry going. Some really interesting characters that are going to clash perfectly.
Having so much fun right now.
I mean, I'm having fun.
11.
I'm
Good.
a lot of fun getting getting familiar with my own character and sort of it's getting like faster for me to analyze like how would I react to this as opposed to at the start where I'm like figuring it out.
Go for it.
Go ahead, Rosie.
My dance partner is in the party that just arrested us, and he told me in rehearsal he came back from your session on Sunday, and he was like, he had this look on his face. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He was like, something happens. I can't tell you anything.
Well,
I'm like, damn it.
Out of character, if you guys watched the stream on Sunday, you would have seen you guys getting arrested.
that's
Because this is the second time I've done this scene this week. The first time you guys significantly fought less than tonight.
I love how you just you really knew the outcome to this.
Oh, I knew you guys were going to fight. Are you kidding? Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
But
Roosie's
I
definitely
needed some high level characters that you guys are going to get to hate. I found 7 of them in the Sunday group.
Hey yo, for the record, we didn't try and fight you. You guys tried to fight us, so I'm just saying.
Bruzid would have
From
done.
my point of view, it was a very different story.
Bruzid's a fighter.
That's Chio there. Chio's speaking up about you guys fighting.
I'm the 8-year-old boy. We're like, you could go quietly, and the Centaur was like, or Crystal was like, no, and I'm like, sorry, dog.
Morality is subjective, and I am correct.
Knocked out by an 8-year-old. What the hell? I'm literally 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
the little 8-year-old creepy boy is Chio, and the Haragon is not observing tonight unless he's watching on the stream. But yeah, he sometimes comes in and lurks as well. So, yeah.
Him and Sancho were in earlier. They were in our secret chat. They were like, we just beat up some level 1s. I was like, yep.
Crystal is like 3 Ruzid stacked on top of each other, or 4.
Yes. Yeah, you guys are.
It's good to have Crystal here because you make up for how short the rest of our party is.
The
Literally,
altitude
all of
challenge.
you could fit on my back. If we really needed
a battle bus.
We need to paint this one now. I need to go and get this fan art commission where the entire party is on Crystal's back.
Yeah, can you balance a bucket on that saddle? Otherwise, my walk.
Holding the bucket. You get the front row seat.
The second I had my first conversation with Coin, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with Ruzid. I'm having so much fun.
I love that Ruzid is also like a short stack, so we're just 2 little reptile amphibians.
We're just fucking gremlins.
Just little gremlins.
All right.
Tachi
I-
following behind.
All right. So I see everyone back here. Yeah, everyone's back. Sweet. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. In the morning, you guys will have successfully gotten a long rest. For those of you who don't know how to do this, that sounds refreshing. All right.
Oh,
Ice
was that, sorry,
cold.
was that me pouring the water?
That was.
I wasn't sure where my water bottle was, so I brought for anyone who doesn't know me, I carry this water bottle freaking everywhere, and I wasn't sure where it was, and I thought I might have left it up here, so I brought a cup full of water, and I figured I'd either drink out of it or I'd pour it into my water bottle when I got back if it was up here, and it was, so I refilled it.
Smart to keep
Gotta
it around.
hydrate or dihydrate, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
All right. So in D&D Beyond, up in the top right-hand side, you've got a button that says Long Rest. If you click on that, it's going to give you a red button that says Take, or a button down below. Changes on your color settings. But it says Take Long Rest, and then it's going to ask you to confirm that. You want to confirm the long rest so that you guys get your hit points back, all your spell slots back, and you're fully recovered thanks to having a long rest in jail.
Yay!
Nice.
So, as the dawn breaks, you guys don't get a lot of light in here except through the window, and you will receive a visit from a certain individual in the morning. So, what have you decided?
We're in.
I'm in.
I have one condition, and you let me out of prison.
What is your condition?
That's the condition. Let me out of prison.
That can happen.
I mean, it'd be pretty hard to get on a boat if we were still in prison.
I mean, he could send us contracts while we're in prison, I guess. The contract could be the breakout.
That would involve a significant amount of notoriety, which I am trying to avoid.
Coin's going to he's going to say, actually, I do have some inquiries about you. What's your agenda? What kind of contracts are you targeting?
At the moment, I am looking to stabilize the economy on the eastern coast of Reston.
It sounds like a good cause, but what's your definition of stabilizing the economy?
I wish to deal with privateers who are robbing other ships without legal recourse, and I'm looking to form an established government presence in the waters around Inland Point.
Coin looks intrigued by this. And are you an established, whatever you call yourselves in this work? Are we your startup? What's the situation we're entering?
He looks at you and squints a little bit. You ask many questions. That's good. How many answers do you require before agreeing?
It depends on what you're not willing to answer.
Well,
If you're not willing to answer how big your shoe size is, I'm not going to object too much. But if you won't tell me who we're targeting, that's a different story.
I am a member of the Longstriders Consortium. He presents a little silver boot pin that he has hidden inside his breast pocket. I am a licensed adventurer of Reston and of the Crown. I am the personal fixer of the Crown and of the Consortium. It's my job to do the jobs that the Crown would rather be swept under the rug.
So
And
shady business.
I do align.
He smiles at that, revealing filed down teeth that are all points.
That's
I
creepy.
don't want to mess with you.
I won't lie.
I look at
I align.
Saphira and I'm like, did you do that? You look like that too?
Looks like my
Saphira, do
mother's
you look like
teeth.
that? Or do you have better teeth?
I I can't say I take the best care of my teeth, but no, they don't look like that.
Coin's going to say to this person, I align with the idea of handling people that are taking from the unfortunate in a sense. But I also have to ask, as someone with a lot of my own business works and connections I have to deal with, how stringent is your expectation for us to constantly be taking these contracts? Will we have downtime, or are you expecting us to be dogs to your work?
My contracts tend to leave room for interpretation.
So you want it done, but you're not holding us to any sort of a guideline on how or when it's completed.
He nods.
I like this a lot.
Coin gives sort of a reassuring nod to Tati and Ruzid. Like,
I just have one question. Because I already like you.
I like you.
Why
too.
us? Why did you pick us?
You
That's a good
have
question.
a grudge against someone, or at least you should, who I also wish to dispose of. This Natch Leaf is someone who needs to be gotten rid of. And who better to deal with it than someone who's been framed by him?
Vengeance. Now you're speaking my language. Okay, I'm in.
Thank you.
I have another question.
Yes.
How big is the ship?
The ship? He goes ahead and pulls out a piece of paper and is going to describe the ship to you as Eric runs over to get the ruler.
Yeah.
All right. The ship is 70 feet long. It has a beam of 40 feet. It's a stout, round little thing. It has quite the capable crew. It has 2 decks and 2 masts.
Coin turns to Tati and Ruzid and just says, That's bigger than the boat. Giving a further reassuring nod. And they'll turn back and he's like, You say there's already a crew on it?
Yes, and that's going to need to be removed.
Coin doesn't seem he seems unaffected by the idea of getting rid of the existing crew, and he's like, and aside from these contracts in the ship, is there anything else that you'll have to help us send off? Supplies for the voyage itself. There's a lot of, depending on where you have us going, we might be running through a lot of food.
Well, wouldn't they have supplies on board if we're just taking over the ship?
Well, that's what I'm asking about. I want to know. I don't want them
very
clearing
well
out the whole ship.
The ship is very well equipped, and if you make your way down there at the docks, you will find a couple of my associates at a table. Next to them, in the lobster pots, you will find a collection of supplies that will facilitate your endeavor.
So are your associates going to help us take over the ship or something and then send us off?
They cannot be seen to assist in this.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about that. I know how to set up a ship.
I have a couple more questions. At first, I agreed to your proposal, but there's something that I want to confirm. When I went to school because I love to learn and explore, and I wanted to see if I could do that in a way that would make the world a better place. And after I dropped out, I figured I was going to have to settle for tending bar somewhere just to keep a roof over my head. And so the chance
After your performance, I would encourage you not to rely on that dream.
Okay, that was rude, but we'll put that aside for now, and we'll keep going.
And I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
It's
Ouch.
we're anyway, as I was saying, so you coming in and saying you'll give us a boat, and we get the chance to go off and be basically privateers. Sounds almost too good to be true. And
You will be
but
government employees.
while it's true that I have no love for this Larry fella who supposedly set us up, that doesn't mean I'm looking to kill the guy. Will you tell me outright, are you looking for me to assassinate someone? Because I I don't I don't think I'm willing to go that far.
There may be times where it may be necessary for certain individuals to be separated from their mortal coil. However, in the case of Mr. Leaf, there are other fates intended for him.
All right. Well, I suppose that's fine, but I just wanted on the record, I'm not looking to kill anybody. And if that means that you have to leave me in the jail cell, well, then I guess that's that.
I will tell you, you will have a hard time liberating this ship without spilling some blood.
Well,
I look at him. Say,
I guess
Problem.
we'll
he just
see.
doesn't have his he just doesn't have his sea legs yet.
All right. Well, a hard time is not an impossible time. And
I'm not trying to
I-
kill anybody either, but there
I
seems
rub
to be
my-
some silver lining here.
I rub my sleeve almost subconsciously as I say, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Very well. Hopefully your
I-
tricks are better than your bartending.
I don't have a response to that, so I just turn
Ooh.
around like I have somewhere to walk away, but I don't actually
He
have
just
anywhere
walks
to
to the
go.
back wall.
So I just
looks at the brick wall.
Very well. Since we're all agreed, assuming
Wait, I have.
Cobalt. Yes, Sapphira?
I am agreed, but I just wanted to know how will we see how will we identify the ship, and does it have a name?
I leave the renaming of the ship to you. I encourage you to rename the ship, as it is currently known as the Nebula.
Hmm.
It will be recognized and reported as stolen unless you rename it and change the painting on the ship.
Oh, I
You
like
have
the
the
name
dimensions
Nebula.
of the ship. You have the dimensions of the ship. It is the only ship at the docks with those dimensions.
What if we name it Nebula with 2 A's? Would that get by? Probably not. All right. I
He
get it.
blinks impassively at you.
Wasn't being serious.
Very
Always
well.
wanted a ship. Let's do
Wake up
this.
at midnight.
Goddamn mute button.
Oh, what'd you say?
Wait. I have one more question.
I just
Yes.
wanted to do an insight check on this guy.
Okay, what's your insight check trying to insight?
I want to get a vibe for whether he is a good dude that is, like about to be a friend, or a bad dude who's about to set us up to get mobbed by a bunch of adventurers while we're trying to get some corn on the cob.
Understood. Let's roll an insight check.
It's my best one.
Let's go.
Coin
You're
seeing
welcome to your interpretation.
Coin seeing Tati being particularly observant is also going to try and suss this guy out with an inside check, if that's all right.
Was someone just petting his chest? What the hell?
No, that's no. You know what I meant.
I know what you meant. But
Please
Aaron
don't look
was
at
going
him.
right up and down.
I didn't think
Checking
of
him out.
checking
With
him
a
out.
15, this guy isn't necessarily a good guy, but he is being forthright with you and he is being honest with you. You get the distinct feeling this guy has done a variety of things that many people would consider evil, and he's not afraid to do those things if necessary, but he is on the side of good. He is on the side of sometimes the ends do justify the means.
Coin will say to Tati, this dude's definitely under the table, but I don't think he's haphazard. I don't feel like he's intentionally putting us in a bad position.
His hair is pretty cool, and I like the buttons on his shirt, which is thieves can't. Or we should probably get out of here before he ships us.
And also his hair is nice. Thank you, Tati.
I told you he was hot.
Coin just says, I saw. I didn't say anything. And he turns to him. He's like, all right, so I have one last question. Will the paint be provided? I expect to show up on the ship. You told me I got to paint it. I don't know where I can get paint in this town. I know people. I don't know where I can get paint. So I expect that paint to just be there.
That question. It will be in the lobster pots near my associates.
Great.
Sweet.
Is it lobster colored? I'm
sure
not against it. It feels very specific.
With that, he stands up with a sigh, stretches. Be prepared to leave at midnight.
Ooh, a
Oh,
knife.
and-
But like another whole day?
Real fan of comedy over here.
He turns around and disappears in a puff of smoke.
Just like your
It's going to be red. I know it.
We're gonna be in here for another whole day.
Oh my god.
Want
Don't
to play a
laugh.
game?
Lawman, don't we have the water? Can you break the lock?
I feel like going under the cover of night is definitely ideal for these. Definitely worked when I was with my raiding parties back in the tribe. So
It would be easier
is
to sort
there-
out.
Is there anybody here who can't see in the dark?
I don't
Yes.
think I have dark vision.
You don't.
I don't think I do
I don't have
either.
dark vision.
Nope.
All right.
Are you talking about like dark, or like twilight, or like
I was referring to
starlight?
dark vision specifically.
I'm pretty sure
but-
I glow in the dark, so it doesn't matter.
I have a. I'm not trying to
Everyone
derail
can see
Eric,
you in the dark. Is what can
but I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
And this is just like, this is humor me. So I can breathe underwater and I can see underwater. How is my sight when I'm in like the deep ocean? Is that affected by dark vision? Like, can I see in dark but only underwater? I'm curious
No,
how that works.
You still have to have a light source, so I hope
Oh.
you have like a little light like an anglerfish.
All right, that makes sense. I was just
get
curious.
some
about that.
echolocation.
Yeah.
That's a cool item to think about for creating the earrings of echolocation for swimming. That would be awesome.
I'm thinking about it like I would not be able to dive that deep without seeing.
I guess we'll need to get crafting once we're on the ship.
Yeah.
Blind sight while in the water.
All right. So, is there anything you guys want to do today?
Yeah, I want to pace
Uh,
around this cell 70 times. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna
run
try
a
to
pace
convince
around-
Crystal to play a game with me.
I was gonna.
If it-
I take
I
up a
pace
third
through.
of the cells.
yeah,
I
so
pace ar-
I walk around half of it.
Okay.
Not even. So if
Todd, Go ahead.
if the
Coin.
guard or warden or anyone walks through here before we do anything, Coin will hassle them for details on why they're detained. Like you keep saying that we did something, that you have a warrant. You won't tell us what we did. You say we robbed people. Who did we rob? Who's coming to you with
The
this?
guard walks by. You robbed the Stormarm estate. The great Stormarm family claims that you stole some heirloom thing off of them, and we didn't find it on your person. So you're stuck here until we
The
find it.
If we sold an heirloom, don't you think we would have paid off our own bounty? I don't understand your
I
logic.
don't care. I'm not in charge.
Like
You're
I'm not
stuck
a.
in there until someone either pays your bail or we find the heirloom. You're boned. Or you can fight in the pit and have a good time.
Sounds like you lost your
Well,
freaking
that does
heirloom.
sound like a good time.
Huh? Oh, we got a
Yeah,
bugbear over
fighting.
here. We want you to wrestle. If you're willing to wrestle the bugbear and his two friends, we'll let you out.
Well, I'll need to be in good health, just, for now. I'd love to any other time, though.
Okay.
The other
I was gonna
guy
put
said
money
we'd
on
have
you,
to
too.
perform for the guards. I didn't realize that meant wrestling a bugbear.
I think I could take him.
I think you probably could too, especially with backup.
So, as you guys wait out the day, Crystal, Tati keeps wanting you to play a game with her.
I mean, the others are invited too. I'm like clinking.
The only other person in the cell is Coin.
Oh, Coin knows, but it just hasn't
Well, we
come
don't.
out yet.
He's just
We could play
yelling.
like Truth or Dare with the whole group. We could play Two Truths and a Lie. Want to play Two Truths and a Lie? We can play. I mean, the dares aren't probably very exciting.
I dare you to yell at the guard this time.
Y'all yell at the guard.
Maybe a dare that won't have them hitting us in the cell. just whacking us with a stick, Maybe.
I mean, pick Truth then. Pick Truth.
What truth? We're going to play this one time. What truth would Crystal ask Tati?
Oh, what's true? Hmm.
The fun part is this is totally fictional, so anything goes.
So, why did you leave school? Did you get kicked out?
No. Who would kick me out? I'm like their #1 student.
Okay.
Coin pops up. Coin pops up. #1 student. Tati.
Well, like for like the classes that I had.
Right, that she's like their #1 student, and then he goes back in his bucket.
And then Coin said that he had a boat and we could go on an adventure, and like that sounded way better than another round of history class with Professor Isington. It's really, really dull.
Yay! Thanks,
Oh my God,
new
we
character.
get school.
Professor Isington. Thank you, Ray. Isington.
We found a mini boss.
History professor at Tati's former school.
Okay, let me ask it a truth.
Okay.
Crystal, is it true that you were born in a field?
Oh my God, ew. No, obviously I was born at home.
What is your home
in
a
my-
field?
No. I don't know anything. Oh my God.
You still have not answered where the birth took place, and it makes me think it was in a field.
My dad still lives at home. It's that big house, kind of like it's on some land. It's a big house by
How
the
much
ocean.
land?
I can run on it and not get bored. That's all I know.
So it's like it's a wide open space.
Yes, and I wasn't born on it. I was born in the house.
Which is on the land. Okay.
All right.
Just
So
checking,
this is
just
the
checking.
vibe of the day.
As you guys continue this interrogation of the difference between a house and a field, the sun will have set. You guys will have given bread and water for your meal, which I'm sure was met with moans and groans of disdain and
Oh my God.
dissatisfaction at the lack of quality of beverage.
I mean, at least jelly. At least a little bit
No
of
jelly.
jam.
No, dry bread.
I can
Bath
feel the
water
flakes
on
crusting.
Yeah, for
If you'd
everyone
like
in
more water, Coin has a fresh bucket of water.
I don't know about
For-
fresh, but yeah.
For everyone in
No,
my
they
cell,
hand you a fresh bucket.
Well, I get a fresh bucket. I don't know how long it stays fresh, is what I mean.
for everyone in my cell, I use prestidigitation to make our bread taste like it has jam on it, and it's
Okay.
not moldy.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You're the best.
it's
Fiend.
amazing.
To be
Oh,
fair, the bread
they've
is
got the
not
good bread
moldy.
next door.
They did do well as far as not moldy bread, but yeah. As you guys get to about midnight, the cell doors open.
All right, looks like that's our cue.
And so, as the cell doors open, let me go ahead and open the cell doors for you guys. You guys are let out, but no one is visible except for these two guards right here, and they are standing perfectly still.
I'd like to tiptoe into the hall.
Okay. The guards don't react.
Coin will walk out of it as well.
Okay.
Just sort of slowly looking around. He sees the doors open, taps out into it.
I guess we just go.
Are they,
Crystal's
are they
rather loud.
sleep standing?
She's not going to do anything. She's going to stay there.
Yeah.
She's just gonna stay there? Okay.
Where's the
Coin
exit?
will turn around and say, I'd pull the ship around and pick you up, but that's not gonna work. You might want to use those 4 legs, feet, arms. What are the front ones? Arms?
You hear a voice
No.
over here. Hey, let us out! Let us out!
I think they're arms. And then Coin starts walking away.
All right. How is the light level in here? Can everybody see well?
I can see the room that we're in.
Mm.
I mean, I can't see that far further. I can only see like a bit of the hallway.
I was just thinking dark vision, and if it's bright enough that everybody can see without.
Yeah, dark
Right, that's
vision.
for everyone to see.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bit more like pronounced
All
big
right.
areas.
Lead the way.
For
bring up
people
the
who are
move.
new, dark vision will actually be countered into the vision here. It actually shows a really cool effect so that you can only see known colors.
Cool.
Okay.
As you get there,
So-
Ruzid, this guy is leaning up against the wall with his head down on his chest.
And Bruce is gonna like look left, look right, and sees like the guard standing on the left and the guy sleeping standing on the right. He's like, I think we're gonna have to find a way to sneak by. Either that or just like
As
punch
you
him
look at
out.
the guard, Ruzid, roll a perception check, please. Thank you.
I was
You guys are doing awesome in this campaign, just for the record.
Yeah. You have the
Uh,
best stats and you got a 0 on perception.
I at least was
Wisdom was my dump
conscious
stat.
for the arrival to this location. Do I remember how we got here?
As you came in here, you had been hooded, so you will not know.
Crystal's going to grab the bucket that Coin was in.
You grab the bucket. Okay, you have a bucket with a gallon of water in it.
Just a gallon
dumped
of
the-
so little coin.
Thanks to the displacement of the frog in the bucket, there's a gallon left.
Ruzid looks back and just says, I don't think I'm gonna be able to sneak by. I'm gonna be honest here.
Tachi, can I get your perception check?
Let me do that. Now, pay attention, Saphir. This is what a rogue has for perception.
Uh,
how can I pay attention? I have a -2 to perception. I can't see it.
Tachi, I'm sending you a message.
Gotta have a +0 is what you should be having. Oh,
Sapphira, as you went past that cell and you looked inside, the person with a mask reached out. Can I get a perception check from you? As he's going to roll a sleight of hand check. Okay. 20. I know he's got a +7. All right. So, Saphira, where are you here? Saphira, can I get you to roll a d20, please? Just randomly. 19. Awesome. So 19. Where's your inventory? All right. 19. Saphira, not that you've used it in the entirety of the campaign so far, but the gentleman behind the bar stole your water skin.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah, so let me
Hey,
go
we
ahead
got
and
a
remove
bucket.
that from. That's been removed from your character sheet. Please refresh.
Do these stairs go up or down?
They go up.
And is this guy broomsticked?
Nope. As you look at him, he slides down into a heap, and he's now laying on the floor.
I'm gonna just like hiss back to Saphira and be like, "It is so cold here that I think everybody's gone a bit numb." Which is thieves' can't, for these guards are all duds. You can just walk past them.
Ruzid kind of walks
Well,
past them.
I don't think they're not. They
Which
look
I-
stiff, if anything.
All right.
Boop, boop, boop.
Crystal,
Roll a
you wanna-
perception check
you wanna
right
bring up the
there,
rear?
please.
I found a bunch of things I didn't want to say.
I think he's not good.
Tati,
cannot
roll
see.
a perception check.
Coin waves to this guy.
Wait, am I rolling initiative too? I'm right behind them.
Not initiative, perception for Tati.
Oh, perception. Okay, I was confused.
Yes, all good.
Rogue perception, right here.
Come on, baby. No.
Okay, Tati, what you see 4 Goliaths and a drow at a table. Looks like they're playing poker.
Let's not go this way.
They're
Let's
deep in
go.
thought.
We're gonna go back this way. Just see if there's any other way out of this building.
All right. What's going
Yes.
on? What do you guys
Anything
see?
down the
A
Goliaths
couple
playing
fellas
poker.
up here. I think they're checked out. What
I
was that?
thought- what-
Poker?
Guys playing poker? That I don't.
Goliaths
these
playing
kids?
poker.
Is there another way around?
I
Is
think
that
we go
these
this
kids or are
way.
you being literal, Tati?
They're just Goliaths playing poker.
Ruzid
I
points this
don't
way.
answer.
Maybe you can try this route, I guess. But I mean, this guy's in the way.
Go check the other way and see if there's something that way.
Can I step over this guard?
Roll an acrobatics check, please. Got to beat a 10.
Oh, 85% chance of that happening.
You
Ooh.
easily slide
Hey.
past the guard.
Could I do athletics and kind of like jump over him?
How-
or like
You're going
hop,
to try to jump over the
or
guard.
like climb up the wall. Essentially, I can't really jump that high, but I could climb do a little
It's
bit of
just scouting.
clever climbing.
You're going to try to climb the wall. Okay, you're going to do the whole kid thing where you put hands and feet on the sides and climb up the walls.
Just a wall run on the.
Yeah,
Maybe
trying to get around this guy.
All right,
Can
roll
you
your
reach?
athletics check, please, Ruzid. All right, yeah, you'll be able to climb up and down the other side in your best Spider-Man trying pose.
Let's go.
Okay.
I guess these guys are also duds.
Saphira, that guard in the corner is slumped up into the corner, breathing heavily.
Coin walks up. He's like, I don't know. Maybe they're just shy.
I look back at Tati. It's ice cold over here too.
You don't see Tati.
No, yeah,
I'll send her the
Hi.
message, buddy. And he walks over here and tells Toddy, like, he says they're cold over there.
You hear a voice from the cell. Let me out, little frog, and I'll make you.
Oh my God! Were you here the whole time?
I'll turn you into a prince.
This is the
I-
loudest stealth mission.
I'm not a fan of monarchs.
How about a democratic monarchy?
Okay,
Then I
that's-
wouldn't be a prince at that point, would I? I would just be an
Okay,
elected
just-
official.
forget about the prisoner. Just go.
And
We
if I'm
gotta get
elected,
out
I
of here.
don't see why I would need. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Bye. And then Coin hops over this guy. with
Okay.
the frog leap.
All right. Cool. Grungs get to do that, guys. I don't need to make you roll
Yeah,
athletics.
I
for
just
that.
25 feet jumps whenever I feel like it.
All right.
Okay.
I'm still stuck behind somebody in this hallway, so I'm at the back of the line.
You
so I
are
can
stuck
see-
behind. You're stuck behind the centaur. Yeah.
Okay. Is that
Here's the
And
fun
they have a
one.
bucket too, so they're walking
Okay.
steadily.
Crystal, you walk up to a guard in the middle of the hall.
That's asleep.
He is standing straight up and down with his hand outwards with keys in his hand.
I take the keys.
Okay. His hand falls limply to his side. It had been propped up there with a piece of string.
I think you can just
Sit
knock
around
him
him, or do I
over.
have to jump over? Can I jump over him or like move him?
What do you want to try to do, Centaur?
How tall is this hallway? How are you gonna jump? You're gonna hit your head.
They're just gonna walk the room.
How tall is this? Is this
The
hallway?
hallway's only like 8 feet high, 10 feet high.
So I'm already ducking.
Yeah.
Is this guard like standing in the middle of the hallway blocking the way, or is he like
Yeah.
just like okay?
He's standing there, sideways profile to you guys. So far, Saphira has plastered herself against the wall and slid past him. Ruzid put his hands on the cell door and the wall and climbed up and over. And then Coin jumped over because he's a little tiny frog. We have a centaur in the hall now.
Okay. I'll sort of like sneak up behind her and I'll say, okay, maybe let us go first, and then you just like barrel past him, and if he wakes up, then we're all past him and we can just run.
I don't think it's a person, but I think if we knock him around, it might send off an alarm or something.
That's what I'm saying too. So I say let the stealthy people go first, so we're all past him, and
Yeah,
then
The
Crystal
guard is
just
breathing.
barrels him over.
The guard is breathing.
Oh, he's
And
breathing.
it's at this point that I can get the three of you guys who are sitting back there to roll perception checks.
All right.
Because
Maybe he's just
Tati's
really
a great
cool.
secret keeper. Perception. Good. All right. The three of you realize at this point that he has a broomstick tied to his chest underneath his uniform.
Okay.
That's
Can I,
holding him upright.
Can I just like gently lay him down?
Yeah. You can gently
Okay.
lay him down. No problem.
And then I'm
He's not
gonna
laying down.
gingerly step over him.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. I'd like to do the same.
How are you going to lay him down further?
Coin's looking
him on the
back
head.
during all of this. You can go
Okay.
ahead. I'll go after. Coin's gonna walk under everyone's feet back to this guy, seeing that he's laid down, and he's just like, "Hey, buddy, do you not like your job or something?
Shush.
Cause
Shush.
we're heading out, as you can see. I
is
just it
fast
seems like you don't
God,
want to
don't
be
make
here.
me pick you up again. I will.
What? He's come on. He's limply on the floor.
Okay, guys,
at
we're
this point,
breaking out of a prison. Let's go.
All right.
Coin, you look up, and Crystal is sitting there as the gold centaur with blonde hair, hot pink armor, and a set of keys and a bucket.
This feels like an old riddle, but I don't know. Don't know where.
How do you escape a room? You see the saw, right?
Well, it reminds me of like you have a fox, a bag
Yeah.
of grain, and a chicken, and you have to walk across a bridge, but you can only
Yeah.
carry one at a time. That's what it reminds me of.
Exactly.
You have a centaur with a bucket and a coin, or keys.
Keys. Yeah. No, the
All
coin
right.
is you.
Let's
Yeah.
let's keep it going. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
What do we see? Are we looking up a staircase into a room or down?
Let's see, coin. This is a room. Up here, you see a dwarf, an elf, and a Shadar Kai all seated at a table, playing some kind of game of chance. That there are coins on the table.
Come again?
There are coins on the table. Here.
I do see that. Do they work here? Coin says to everyone around him. I don't.
They seem very lost in thought at the moment.
Do they seem out of place? Do they seem like they are associated with the prison, or are they just sort of, whomever
Roll an
you'd
insight
see?
check, please.
All right.
With the 20 insight, this is a break room. There are armor racks here, here,
He's really
and
Coin,
here.
Coin looks
These
around
are
and he
guards on
says,
break.
I think these guys are just taking a lunch.
This is really conspicuous, and I think we should keep moving.
Yeah, we probably
there
shouldn't
another-
stand next to the door.
And Ruzid starts moving.
It's at that point,
Says
Coin, that you realize
What?
no one has shifted any cards. No one has made any bets. Nobody has drawn any cards or even moved or blinked since you got there. No one at the table is moving.
Coin
And they are
looks.
very intently looking at their cards, but their eyes are all closed.
Coin looks to the guy next to him and at these guys, not necessarily looking for anything, but just sort of reaffirming that it's sort of a similar situation. They're both sort of non-animated.
Correct.
And
the guard next to you is pushed up into the corner there, and he's just propped up in the corner. If you mess with him, he's going to fall. But at the moment, he's sleeping.
Okay.
This is either like budget cuts or the worst prison I've ever
I'm
seen.
still stuck in this hallway. Am I able to push past Crystal to get around this corner, or do I have to?
It's looking at your ass.
All right. So, okay. Well, best keep going.
I don't. I guess so.
All right.
Coin's just like looking at him and just like, do we help them?
This guard
Not my friend.
got a purse on him.
This guard right there? Yes. Inside his purse, you will find 5 gold pieces.
I'm just gonna lift that.
We're just like looking at these people behind the guard. Like, do they look like they're moving?
Ruzid. Okay, Ruzid, you see this guy here? He's a black dragonborn in a green suit, elaborate green suit. That suit, has to be worth a couple hundred gold itself. He looks over at you and waves you through the room.
Ruzid looks really confused, but is like, I want to get out of here.
Way. He gestures this way.
He kind of
and whispers, like holds his finger up to his lips.
Do we see the room from where I am, or is this a wall all the way to the ceiling?
I believe that's wall all the way to the ceiling.
Ruzid kind of slides by this guard.
Yeah, that's a wall all the way to the ceiling because that's processing.
I follow.
They kind of slide by this guard who they now realize is just kind of like inanimate. and
Yep.
keeps moving.
Okay, you guys slide past the guard there. This person here, right, hands Ruzid a potion of healing. She also hands Saphira a potion of healing.
Thank you, ma'am.
She grabs your face, holds your lips shut, looks around the room, and gestures to the hall.
And
this person gestures to
Let's keep going.
Crystal to come on through and offers a potion of healing.
Oh my god, thanks so much.
Coin looks around as he walks through this
This
room.
woman here looks at you and reaches back and grabs a piece of cloth and mimes she's going to gag you.
To me?
Quiet. Get out. Yeah, and she hands you a potion of healing as you leave.
Does
Coin.
this person have a purse?
Well, yes, that person also has a purse. That one has. Let me roll his. He has 1 gold, 3 silver.
Oh, I
Coin.
feel bad taking it.
The woman hands you a potion of healing.
Coin takes it, looks at both of them, and quietly says, "Thanks for the help, Tiefling." And
She
then
looks
winks and
down at
walks
you.
away.
She looks down at you. Do you understand sign language or thieves' cant?
I don't believe Coin does. I think it's just
Okay.
like grung in common.
Okay. Oh, you speak grung. This person slaps the floor with a pattern that you will recognize.
Oh yeah, as
Yeah. And she says, I'll let him know.
yeah, he just gives a little wink and a nod and keeps walking.
Okay. This person gives Bryn a potion of healing.
I nod and I mouth the words, "Thank you," but without making any noise, and I'll move
She nods.
on. Has that been added to my inventory on D&D Beyond, or should
Nope,
I add it
you
myself?
will need to add it. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
daily
add it.
add.
Yep.
Just a
Easy way
normal
to
one,
add it.
right?
Yeah, normal one. So when you go to the inventory and to add something, go ahead and just type in healing. It'll come up real easy.
Yeah, just manage inventory and then type potion.
So you click that manage inventory button, and then under filter, you type in healing. And the very first one with the black name, and the potion of healing.
All right. I'm
right.
sick of being at the back of the line, so I'm gonna push my way up to the front, and then I
Yeah, what's
see whatever
whole
the hell
idea?
that is.
All right.
And
So I have to back up for just a second. You guys are fine where you're at. Tati,
Okay.
you pickpocketed this guy for 6 gold. The next guard has 4 gold. Okay.
Big money.
Just
And
gonna
then you enter this
slip
room.
real quietly into the room and look around.
This person here smiles at you and gestures over here where this person is offering you a potion of healing.
I will take that.
And in Thieves' Cant, she will signal to you, good luck with the ship.
And I will signal back. Good luck with this mess.
She smiles and says, the Longstriders Consortium has your back.
I'm gonna like turn around and like do a little double take. And I don't have a sign for him because I've only met him once.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to sign loud guy.
Loud guy.
Oh, and she changes. The figure in front of you changes, and Sancho Cervantes stands before you. You realize she's a changeling.
And I like just point and nod, and I'm like, "Yup."
She whirls a finger around one ear, signaling crazy.
I'm gonna sign back. It's one in every family.
She nods and reverts back to her former white-skinned, white-haired self.
All right, I'm gonna follow out of here.
Okay. As you guys go forward, Rusid, roll a nature or history check, whichever one you prefer. That is a two-headed ogre ahead of you.
And then Ruzid looks back and says,
Nothing
I
else
have really
attacked us,
named
so
trees.
do the math.
Okay, fine. Ruzid walks forward further and looks at it more closely.
It's staring straight forward and bobbing its head up and down like it's listening to something.
Ruzid's gonna walk daintily by.
Coin walks between everyone. It's like, this is taking too long. Really walking. Also, he's a little top heavy, so you can tell he's just sort of like walking around. Just if you're curious.
Ruzid does not want to be here any longer.
Oh, yeah, I'll hurry
at this
past
point,
the.
We'll hear a door shut up here.
Right.
A door shuts back here behind you guys. Okay, so looks like everyone's going to come around there. Tati,
Can I do like just a quick insight check on this tree? Is this guy like a friend guy, or like I don't want to meet this guy?
You don't want to meet that guy there.
He's just doing
this
his
guy
job.
has been charmed. He is currently afflicted by a spell known as Fascination, which is not in the 5e spell list, but belongs to a specific magical item that you guys don't have access to right now. Because that person is currently... Where is that person right now? That person is... Where did I leave them? I forget where I left them. But yeah, they are not here.
All right, so taking stock, we're at the end of this hallway. Is this sort of is this a dead end? And there's another ogres. Is
as
he
you
blocking
come out
the
of
stairs?
there, no, as you come out of there, you'll find yourselves coming out into the manor district of Nausea.
As we walk out and we're out of earshot of everything, Coin will say, like, aside from all that charming, it's actually a really well guarded prison. It seems like.
I think that if we tried to break out the normal way, I think we were fucked.
Yeah, no, I think this was much easier.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not paying my own bail.
Oh yeah,
definitely need to remodel the ceilings.
There's not a prison in the world I could hold the fire.
I don't think I've ever had a problem with ceilings in my life.
Don't ever say never.
I'm usually not under them, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that's the first time I've ever been in a prison, and hopefully it's the last. Well, we've got a ship with our... Yeah, we've got a ship with our names on it.
Let's never be in prison again.
I like that plan.
Do some crime.
Well,
I like half of that plan.
We don't have all night. We have all night, but we don't. There's only so much time in the night.
Do we know where this ship is? Okay, can we just go, or
yeah,
do we
to the docks?
All right, to the docks.
To the docks. In the middle of the night, you guys are going to the docks. Awesome.
Is Crystal still carrying the bucket?
And the keys. And we're just running to the docks.
Just in case we ever need to get back in the prison, we've got the keys.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Coin is
Crystal,
going to
you can go
gesture to
ahead.
the bucket and be like, "I think I left a silver in there. You mind if I jump in?"
Yep, I lower the bucket. You jump in.
All right, and then he jumps in and just sits in it like a kiddie seat. Like, I found the silver.
So as you guys make your way through town, it is just after midnight. So you guys got out probably around 1 o'clock in the morning. As you guys make your way across town, I need stealth checks from you guys.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it.
This is with disadvantage. Oh,
Yeah,
I
mine's
still
with
roll pretty good. I got a 17 even
Disadvantage?
with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Oh, even Crystal got it at an 11. Check that out. Everyone's doing well.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you guys will make it across town without raising any ruckus. And you guys make it over to the docks. And we're going to go ahead and let me just double check here and make sure everything's right.
Crystal's like prancing like the dressage horses, trying not to cough.
That can't possibly be quieter.
It is quieter, just a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It looks
Not
like
by
you're
much.
just striking the ground.
No,
stamp.
they're actually really careful because you can hurt the horse's ankles if you do that. The only reason I know this is I have a friend who lives out in Washington State who does dressage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got a lot of people. I know a lot of crazy things and a lot of crazy people. I've lived a crazy life. So, as you guys get to the docks, here we go.
Ooh.
Middle of the night.
Man, we're loading every wave on the water.
I'm sorry, this is a huge freaking map.
Nah, it's cool.
I'm huge. I have no stealth and I can't see.
Yeah, that's the fun thing is some of you don't have dark vision. So as you guys come to the docks, you guys won't see anything except for one little light there.
Can I take a look for the shop with the lobster pots?
You can look around all you want.
Look.
Oh wow, yeah, I see literally
This is-
nothing.
Bruce is
Okay.
daintily walking around.
Okay, I think if half the party doesn't have dark vision, we're gonna need a light source.
Well, I
You think?
Technically, I'm in a bucket.
have
So.
All right,
a light source.
I
I'm
was
just-
gonna ask permission before casting dancing lights, but if it's that obvious that it needs to happen, then I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
But like you could
Bryn
hold
will-
off though. Like you could hold off until we're
Okay.
ready.
We could just get a torch or something a bit more low key, you know. We don't need them dancing.
Just stand
Rizzy kinda walk
quietly in the
ahead to
dark
the-
for a second.
Rizzy kind of walks ahead quietly to the dock.
Coin's gonna ask, like, where are we? Are we on the dock or where are we? From the bucket.
Okay, does someone want to? If someone wants to light a torch, go ahead. I'm going to accompany Ruzit up to the docks.
I don't know what those agents are. The guys with the lobsters or whatever. Maybe this way. Rizzy kind of keeps walking along.
Careful, don't
looking.
get too far. All right, is this? So in the dark, I'm guessing. Well, that ship is pretty well lit up. Do I see the name Neptune painted on the side of the ship?
No, this
Okay.
ship.
It's not big
This
enough.
ship is called Eniyale.
Mhm.
I didn't
Speaking.
make the name up. I just get to enforce the name.
Okay. Do I have any insight into what that means? I speak Common and Elvish and a few other languages.
Oh yeah, Elvish actually. It's the Elvish word for the it's oh god, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, you asked for that information.
Okay.
Go
It's
to the Monday group real quick. One sec. Where's their content? Here it is. Hey guys, I keep everything for everything.
Smart.
All right.
Infinite power.
Wind on the water and hope.
interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that's our sheep. As he keeps daintily.
That
walking.
ship looks like it's significantly larger than what was described to you.
Okay. All right. I'd like to move further along the dock and look for the next boat.
Okay.
Coming along. Ooh, it looks like there's other people on the dock here. Well,
So, did you guys want a light source, or are you guys going to leave those three back there with in the dark?
I can't see anything. I
I
literally
can't see
can't move.
anything.
Like I'm gonna fall in the water, which isn't a big
Okay.
deal, but but
It
still
is a
I
bigger deal
can't
for
see in
me.
there either.
I'm just,
All right,
I'm just gonna offer my hand. Do you want to?
all right.
hold
I
my hand,
realize that
Crystal? I'll lead you.
nobody is following me, so I'm gonna head back to the rest of the party, and
Okay.
then I will cast dancing lights. Would you like me to can you make 4 light sources, or for convenience,
Absolutely.
can I
Yeah.
just say they're
Right.
close to myself and
Oh
shed?
no! See, watch this. Watch this. This is the
Okay.
fun part about D&D Beyond.
Okay.
So roll 20. We go token layer, and then we grab one light, and just like Picard would say, there are going to be 4 lights.
Yep. Awesome.
The
Thank you.
iconic Picard quote that
Cool.
I definitely
Okay.
know.
So I'll
And
position the
there you
lights
go. Wherever you
here.
want them.
I'll start just in a rough square near us so that we can see, and then I can move the lights as a bonus action as long as I'm maintaining concentration.
I can
Um,
see.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
Coin
Alright.
hops out of the bucket.
See, this is
Okay.
part of the fun part of the darkness in
All
roll
right.
20.
So I'll relay to the gang that we've seen a ship that's not ours. We need to keep looking. So come this way.
I don't really have an option. I
Okay.
can't see anywhere else.
Is that Tati still in the corner? Are you
Yes.
coming?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
looking. I mean, while you look for the ship, I'm gonna be looking for the.
Okay.
Which way
I'll-
did you?
all
I
right,
can't.
I'll
I lost you.
reposition one of the lights over here.
You just hold it.
You just.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna hand you the
love that.
keys, Coin, in the bucket.
Coin, add the keys to the Nausea prison to your character sheet.
All right. Why do the keys to the prison? I don't.
Yep.
Coin's gonna look at them and see if this will ever come in handy, or if it's literally just keys to a prison we broke out of.
Oh, hang on. A light.
Is
must
there
be
a
within
random key?
I made a mistake. A light must be within 20 feet of another light created by the spell. So I need to keep these closer together. So I'm going to do that. Because that is not 20 feet. Okay. There we go. Okay. So let's take stock. Where is everybody? Okay. Crystal's with me. Coin is with me.
Oh, no.
Does
Check
Does
this
Coin
thing
observe
out.
miscellaneous key
That
on this
looks
at all?
really dangerous. I
Coin,
don't shoot the ship with that.
that's a determination you'll have to make on your own.
Oh,
do you
okay.
want to keep these keys, or do you wish to do the coin thing?
The coin thing.
Which I generally get as that's not important. Yeet.
That's what I'm feeling, but also, it was taken off a random guard. No, he's just gonna eat it. He's just gonna throw it into the sand, and then kick
Into
the
the
sand on it, and then walk
Okay.
away.
Brooks
Okay.
is so hurt.
All right.
Books is
I- it's what my character would do.
Tati, you should just casually pick them up. Just tuck them away.
All right,
Can.
stay close.
Tati's not interested in them. I am.
Stay close, guys.
It hurts me.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. The lovely part about the players you're with here, Rosie and Walker, these other 4 players are huge into their characters, and all 4 of them are like, we need those keys, and none of their characters are going to let them pick them up.
I know, like, I know it would pay off to keep the keys, but I also know, like, why would I keep these? These are from a freaking guard.
These only remind me of prison, and I hate prison.
Sorry, guys. You gave the
So
keys to
awful.
the drug that's like extra metal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't spend these.
Ruzid looks at this ship and is trying to make out what the name is on it.
That is called the Rat's Nest.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, Bryn is slowly escorting the rest of the party who can't see in the dark along the dock, moving the dancing lights. Eric, if I'm just sort of moving the lights around, if you ever need me to stop and leave them where they are.
Oh, I will.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's two fingers.
I look over here and I'm like, is this like the lobster stuff shenanigans going on over here?
You see a large white minotaur in a brown vest and brown pants. You see a red dragonborn in black plate armor. You see a distinguished gentleman with graying hair, and you see the goblin from this 2 days ago seated at the table.
Nope, not the right spot.
I don't think this is it.
Tati, you're standing next to lobster pots.
Hey, I found him.
Nice.
Oh
Okay.
man. Fucking goblins.
All right. Let's see.
Tati, as you go through the lobster pots, you will find a lobster pot that is chock full of supplies.
Coin sees it. He says, "Hey, it's our boat." Oh, maybe it just looks alike.
I'm gonna take the. Is it big enough for me to? Like, can I carry it?
It's so big that it actually, whoever did this for you, set up ropes as straps so you can wear it as a backpack.
All right. Nope, that's the end of the dock. Let's
right.
take this light. I'm gonna move it out over the water. Can I see if I position these? Don't worry, I'll bring the lights back in just a sec. I just want to see if I can get a good image of like the side of this boat. This boat looks way too
As
big.
you
to
do
be
that,
honest.
this guy comes to the edge. Hey, who are you guys?
Oh, sorry, wrong boat. I quickly moved the light back.
Damn straight.
Okay. All right. Oops.
Hello. I can't see.
What boat? I don't even think.
Okay.
You know what? Never mind. And Ruza just kind of keeps walking.
Okay. We still haven't found our boat.
Maybe it's further down.
Okay. Let's move that light here.
Ruza looks at the name on this boat.
That boat is called the Ice Storm.
Oh, well,
Badass.
sounds cool.
Yay.
So.
Hey, guys, I didn't name any of these ships. It's great.
Does it say it on the
Who named
side?
them?
Yeah, this one says the Ice Storm.
Coin's
look
gonna
at
see
this-
that and say, "That's cool. We should name ours
Hey, look
that."
at this boat.
Okay. This boat has the name Nebula on
Oh,
the
shit.
front.
Oh,
Ruzid kind of walks back and says, all the way back this way. Our boat's at the end. There's a bunch of guys on it. Probably.
Okay. All right. Here's this. Okay.
I'm guessing they're gonna be a little tased out, like the
All
prison
right.
dudes were.
Yeah, lead the
don't
way.
know.
Or they're. I guess maybe they're the old crew, right? So we just
Ruzid-
walk up to them.
Ruzid looks and like tries to see if these guys are like awake or like functional.
They are all awake. They are all walking around and can all see in the dark.
hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna position the
And
lights like that.
This
for now.
guy comes to the front of the ship and sees the dancing lights over there.
All right. Yep, that's the. Okay. I'll move another light closer.
He hasn't taken any action yet, but he just is watching you guys.
All right, I just I still haven't identified the ship yet. So I'm gonna keep moving the lights closer.
Riz will let you know that this is the ship.
Okay, thanks. All right. So do we need to take that dock on the? Let's move another light down this way.
There's another smaller dock on the right here, next to the ship.
Okay, thanks. All right, let's reposition some lights. There's one. Okay. And then there's one. Okay, looks like the gang's all here. All right, so how do we want to do this?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end for tonight. And
Wait,
next week, you guys can assault the ship.
Is Tati, do you have the paint?
I have
Tati
a whole
has
backpack
lobster
worth of.
pot.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you
All
guys
right,
want
I
to go
just
through
wanted to-
that, we can go through that before we close out for the night.
That's up to you. I just wanted to know what color the paint was. Because
Okay.
Coin is
It's
thinking,
black.
it's red. I swear it's red.
Did they leave
He will
anything
be
else?
he will be happy to learn that it's not.
Inside the lobster pot, there are a wide number of supplies.
Okay.
Inside, there are 20 potions of healing.
Cool.
Holy shit.
Is there
There
food?
There is enough rations for 20 rations. There are 2 healers kits.
Okay.
And there is fishing gear, which is interesting. 1 set of fishing gear. And which I'm not even sure is inside of D&D Beyond, but it should be. And
Be careful with that when I'm swimming, all right, everybody?
there's also a grappling hook and 200 feet of rope.
Okay.
In addition to black paint.
Coin looks relieved to find that it's not lobster red.
Okay. So how are we gonna handle inventory? Do we want to have like a party inventory, or do we need to divide it up between the characters?
Normally, and this is going to be your GM recommending something.
Okay.
Team storage.
Normally, what we do is people will keep their own inventories, and then once you guys receive a way to hold something, such as a lobster pot or a ship or something, then you guys can have a universal place to put things.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we do track encumbrance. Yay!
Okay. Yeah, you can grab what you need from it, but we'll have a place to put it. We don't have to like hold all the rations manually.
Yeah, very, very soon, hopefully, if you survive next week, you'll have a ship. And I will create a lovely little thing in the journal here in Roll20, and it'll have the ship. And you'll be able to put stuff in there.
Gotcha.
Time to get
which makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Very often people will get a bag of holding when they find one, and they will put stuff in the bag of holding in this way. But yeah, you guys are really close to leveling. As soon as you guys acquire your ship, you'll check mark the level 2 check mark. But yeah, guys, good job escaping from prison and dealing
Getting
with
our ass kicked in our first combat. Great job,
Yeah.
everybody.